Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. Through the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, on the highway, and in the driveway. Isn't that strange? Cause I'm trying through the climb, I ain't like pain. You're never human, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, is belief. They'll see with the negativity, but I just gotta let that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran city, no, man, I still go. Go, 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 you got a mind, but even that could change. You can flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a pain. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past, start a plan, and you find a door. Open it up, and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 still go, 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 slow, still go, go, there's no hope, still go, I know it's so no, still go, go.
Case, I want to find out at a level of 7. Okay, so I find that level on my graph, and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. Now there is going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. So I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you.
What's happening with it? What's happening with it? How is everybody doing? Sorry for being late. Couple reasons for that. Wifey's about to run to the store real fast and get something. I kind of would like her here, because there's some stuff I'm going to need her memory on. It's a very hard story to follow. Interesting. And if anything, educational awareness right here to show you how this thing YouTube goes. Crazy stuff. Receipts, you already know. Can we get Mike on the screen? Where's Mike at? Mike is in the top right up there. I put Mike up there. See him up there, right there? He smashes a leg all the time. So do that. Yeah, this is interesting, man. So before I start this thing, thank you also for the new member, Barbecue Ladies in here. I did reach out to Barbecue Lady for this live. I think she should actually absolutely be in contact with this woman with the receipts that have been submitted to the police. I believe it's called an ICT when you do a report to the FBI. This is a crazy story that revolves around somebody that is interested in a missing children case. Sebastian Rogers, and reaches out to creators. It happens all the time. People reach out to me all the time. I talk to a lot of people. And with that said, it's interesting because I didn't even see this message for like this message was sent to me a couple of weeks ago, and it was in my Instagram message request section. So I had to approve her request to accept the message. And that happens sometimes if you reach out. So I should say that. And with that said, I've been doing YouTube a long time. People will try to throw the old okie doke your way. So I have a process where I kind of like vet people when they come through with information, right? It's hard to debate anybody who's coming through with police reports. Okay, that's just off the top. But you do occasionally get the person who will just want to throw the monkey wrench in there, stir the pot, if you will. I've done that with many of these people, but that is not the situation that is tonight. It is very alarming what happened to this lady, and in a sense, please smash like on my video. It's showing me there's 403 people in here, but there's not enough likes. And come on, guys, if you're in the bushes, I understand you're very nosy. I get it. Green team, I'd be in this live too if I was you, but I mean, at least smash like. But it's very interesting what happened to this woman. Very interesting. And before I get to the receipts and all that, I want to just bring you through this little intro here. This revolves around a person on the green team I've never really heard of before. CJ, babe, you leave? CJ Evil Media, CJ Media. Do you guys know who that is? A lot to do with this. T-Rev. But who else had to be in the play here was Julia. It's interesting learning the information, seeing the receipts, and understanding the clutch that Julia has, the canine nut, to the whole green team. It's just all very interesting. So when and this should be said, when people reach out to me, I will talk to them. I always ask for receipts. If people don't submit receipts, then I can't do anything with someone coming forward. It's just not. Sometimes you get lucky. Like I had the guy, Don B's neighbor. He don't give a two fucks. Comes over, give me the link, and sprays the dude. You got to love it, right? But a lot of times people have things going on where you have to protect their privacy. But at the same time, it's hard because you as the creator have to present this to people, and you have to be like, okay, is there truth here? So that's why receipts are very important. So I'm explaining the vetting process, but that's just not all what I do, because I don't know people from a hole in the wall, right? So my first thing is receipts. But what I like to do is, and I'm going to explain this whole thing from the get-go with you guys. This message was sent to me a couple of weeks ago. I had to approve it in my message requests. I spoke to this woman briefly before clocking into work, and I like what I heard. I didn't understand a lot of it, and I'm going to need you guys in the chat tonight. That I need my people who are very knowledgeable in the Sebastian Rogers case to be advisors, if you will, to be just lay down the facts, because there's going to get to a point where I'm going to explain some things, and it's stuff that I haven't even heard yet, right? But we'll discuss it as a chat. But I also will say, hey, after speaking briefly with the woman, I say, hey, look, call wifey, because I like wifey to have a complete conversation with the person, with me completely out of the picture, right? Now, when I get off work, I've had my experience with the person. I've saw what I've seen, and my wife has had her own conversation, and me as husband and wife can sit down and be like, and we go from there. And that is a good vetting process I like to do with the channel. And moving forward, if you are somebody who's been attacked by any of these weirdos on the internet and you want to get your truth heard, reach out to me, whiteballradio@yahoo.com. You can find me on you can go to my link tree, or the description box on any video with all my socials, mods, drop my Twitter. Listen, if you want to get a hold of me, the best way is this: White Boy Lockdown Radio at Yahoo or Twitter, White Boy Radio. The rest of my socials and stuff, I don't check as often, right? The best way to get a hold of me is Yahoo, is email and Twitter. I make it a point to always check my Twitter messages because I have to have a direct line of contact with my subscribers. And that's what I choose. I like that platform and what they stand for. That's why I'm doing that. Now, before I get to the comments, after doing that vetting process, I had a conversation with her again. And I also put her in touch. After hearing everything, I'm like, well, there's no need for me to contact the law enforcement on this because it's already been done. But I think I should, line her up with somebody who investigates this stuff. I don't know. Add it up, put two and two together. Someone who investigates stuff. I could line them up with them, right? And I did. Because I thought it was important. But I did some stuff myself. Because after I got home, I had another conversation with the person and listening to this horrific hacking and online stalking and harassment campaign that was going on with her just for being interested in a missing boy and pulling away after hearing certain things. So I did a little bit of research on Not Bright last night because somebody who, if you are a supporter of mine, not somebody in the bushes or not somebody in the green team, we support a family in this case because there's no evidence against them. But I was told if you go down the wormhole of Not Bright, it will blow your mind. And I did just that a little bit last night. That's why I was able to show you the fat fuck Hong on my community wall earlier. I don't know who these avocado jokes are aimed at or what that even means. But the guy can't even see his cock if he looks down. He's a fat, useless motherfucker. And what's crazy is I found a lot of his pictures last night. In my opinion, there's something going on with Nick and Hong. And I'll get there tonight. I think they might be gay. I'm dead serious. I think they might, in my humble opinion, I think they might be lovers. And I'll explain it. That has nothing to do with the whistleblower. But before I move forward with the whistleblower, before I give you the receipts, before I give you everything that you're here for, I want to show you how I was able to show you that receipt that I put on my community wall today, stemming from all the information I'm going to show you. Because I was up to like 4 a.m. today, just doing what somebody told me to do. A while back, I was just too lazy to do it and didn't have the time. And that's simple. Follow at night. Follow what they give you. Follow what they give you. And what they give you a lot of links. So I clicked them and I went from over here to over here. It's all very interesting. These people claim they have an intelligence agency, right? But when you look at all their socials and everything else, it always links to something else. Why is At Night One World? And why is One World YC News? And why is YC News Content Creator LLC? And why is Content Creator LLC this? And where does it all land at? Why does it land back to the Philippines? Obvious answer, Hong. But wait a minute. You're an intelligence agency. How is your... Wait a minute. It's all very weird. So I want to get to that first. Let me hit the comments. What's up, Shay B? What's happening? What's up, Flo? I did say what's up to Barbecue Lady. I will message you after this live. I will get you in contact with the person that I'm going to speak of tonight, Barbecue Lady. because obviously there'd be some things that they could share with you that I can't put on the internet. Common sense, but I hope that that you get a piece of gold for your upcoming court date with these idiots. You know, I do not support anybody who calls prostitutes to neighbors' houses and then calls the police after that. I don't support people with that write weird ass racist emails. I don't support people who promote Bill Cosby, a convicted rapist, and that try to write hit pieces and smear pieces against the victims that he raped, calling them crazy, saying that they're on Quaaludes. No. That's not what the court said. These same people will tell you that what had happened was it was a setup. It was Pennsylvania. It was a setup. What happened was they were out to get me. I didn't write the racist emails, but the state was out to get me is what happened. No, that is La La Land. That is La La Land. You wrote them. It's called evidence. But that's what they will say. Certified. And when I say they, it's just not Nick the Hat. It is Hong as well. Hong also promotes Bill Cosby. Minimizes the women who got raped by Bill Cosby. Doug Papa. It's not just Nick that did those smear pieces. Everywhere Nick goes, Hong goes. They do it together. I think I found where Hong works at. I think I did. I hope I did. I'll be following up on it. But this is all what happened after the conversation. So I'm going to show you just a simple, I'm going to try to explain this. I don't know how good this is going to show up on my screen share, but I will try to explain what I went through last night. And then we will get into the whistleblower. And by that time, wifey will be back from the store because I'm going to need her on certain key aspects on this because it's a long story that was told. But again, it revolves around creators. And there's a guy named CJ Evil Media, CJ Media, some bullshit like that. Do we know who he is in the chat? That's the comments I'm looking for right now. CJ Media, CJ something. This guy is a massive green team person, a piece of shit. Recording phone calls. I'll show you. This guy is a piece of shit. Do we know who this is? I appreciate that, JB. Never heard of him. Me either, Claire. You know him, white boy. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Okay. Lucid, what do you mean by that? I don't know him. And OG is named CJ, always seeking attention. So no, this is a channel. This is a channel. Yes. Nart Divers. Lucid, yes, this is correct. This guy has a lot to do with a lot of the shit behind the scenes with the green team. This guy had a lot to do with what you're going to learn tonight with the whistleblower. This is, I just want you guys to know who this is. I've never watched one of this guy's videos. He's desperately wanting to be a searcher, a SAR person, but a piece of shit.
His friend that's the searcher, but to somebody that doesn't know, and you want to be a big shot, you what? Lie.
Yes. And I'll say this before I forget it for later, but the person that I'm talking to is, you know, look, I'm happily married. I love my wife, Noelle. That's my, that's the only, one and only woman to me. But explaining things on the internet, I have to explain things. The lady is attractive, and because of the communication in the beginning with certain people, CJ being one, T-Rev being the other. they were trying to, get in the pants, hook up, if you will. And this is where the fallout begins. But at that time, and the fallout begins because the person who's interested in this little missing boy is just interested, like we all are. And it is not hard for any of you to get in my DM box, my email box, whatever, reach out to me, become friends with me, speak to not only myself, but my wife, learn things about me, talk to me off of YouTube, have a personal relationship with it. That's not really hard to do. Some of you have even do that. Nothing wrong with that at all. But when these things happen, I'm not recording you because you're my friend. Just like any other of my friends I call that has nothing to do with YouTube, I'm not recording them. Why would I do that to my friends? I wouldn't expect you if we're friends to do that to me. But I say all this because this person who is interested, who has reached out to creators, who has now got to know them, who is now in their little click thing, is now gaining knowledge and knowing things. And when certain things are said that cross the line, morally, legally, it's okay for someone to say, hey, I've had enough. I think I'm going to go this way now. I don't really agree with everything that's being said over here. It's okay. And for Christ's sakes, these morons, the person has law enforcement in their family, the whistleblower. But these people, they're morons. They get big butt hurt, and this is when the stalking and harassment turns up to a maximum level. And we'll explain it all. I got notes. But before that, I want to show you what I found just by following the links that are provided from these idiots. This is supposed to be an intelligence agency. I've been slacking on the comments, so before I show you all that, let's catch up on the comments. That'd be my dog eating. Whisper. She's a big old loud eater. She's a big old dog. Sorry about that. Besides the background noise, a lot of positive comments. Last stream on the audio. I know I had a lot of complaints on the audio from previous lives and stuff like that. So I'm going to keep running it like this. Put a 1 in the chat if we're good on the audio. Is it real stream news? His name is I will actually show you the channel once wifey gets back. All I know is the guy's name is CJ, aka CJ's Crimecast. I don't know. So I don't know about this. Yes, this just my opinion is absolutely right. This is who I'm talking about. It is called yes. That's exactly who I am speaking about. Just my opinion. So before we go any further, I don't want to get too far in the story for everybody. Just my opinion on the screen is exactly who I am talking about tonight. Now, you may not know who this is because I didn't. This is not a Bullhorn Betty Green Team person. It's not a Justice with a monkey. It's not a Josh. It's not a Josh the Scab. It's not a loud, provoking person or personality that we know of the Green Team. It's not. Now, behind the scenes, almost worse than all of them combined. But I do need you guys to understand who I'm talking about. And we have screenshots from Evil CJ Media phone. Now, Evil CJ Media, somebody will send you this. You will learn about this live. If you happen to not agree with something that I'm saying, debate something that I'm saying, if you want the link tonight or anything, any of the above, you are welcome. For the record, anybody that I speak of tonight, bring up, show, the rules apply to you too. Here is a prediction because I do tarot card readings now because I'm a life coach and a psychologist, I guess. I mean, if they can do it, I can do it. Here's my prediction. There'll be no link drops, grabs, 0, none. So don't hold your breath with that. But the offer's there and the invitation's there. He is the one who claimed his car was messed up while searching for Sebastian. So I'm unfamiliar with this guy in a whole. I will take your word from it, baby Firefly, because I know that you are no stranger of the community. He was out there looking for Riley. This sounds like something somebody told me. He has been in and out of drinking the Seth Kool-Aid and even got a cease and desist from Seth first go around he hangs with. This is absolutely true. Your entire comment, with the exception of the cease and desist, I did not know of. That makes a lot of sense. Let me ask you this, beautiful disaster OG. Was the cease and desist ever showed publicly? Did he ever hold it up? Produce receipts like old white boy does? I doubt it. That makes a lot of sense. And holy shit, we will come back to this comment. Somebody remember when we get to this point in the story, I'm getting ahead of myself now, to come back to beautiful disaster. You do it. We must revisit this comment when we get there. Let me do this before we do anything else. Let's he's a clout chaser, somebody says. Let me find this guy's channel and let's have a look-see at him so everybody is on the same page. He has a YouTube, he's vile, never heard of him. Shay B did a donation as well. She says, please hit the like for White Boy Noel. It's much I appreciate that very much, Shay B. Thank you so much. So some of you guys know, some of you don't. More people do. Okay, next question as I find this guy's channel. There's a subject that I did not understand last night that will be brought up with the receipts tonight. And that is a subject of a nickname that Seth uses. Now, I've never heard this before, but I've learned that Cluminati spoke about this. I've never heard this before, but this is very important because of the receipts that come with it. There's a name that Seth uses, and the name is this. The name is this. Oh, man, somebody. Yes, of course I did last night. I believe you reached out to her today. Okay. Sorry for that. That was it. That was very interesting. You wouldn't even believe me. Okay, so the name is Alistair. There's a nickname that Seth uses, and his name is called Alistair. Okay. Have you heard of this? Yes, no in the comments. Alistair. There's going to be two Alistairs that I talk about tonight. It gets weird. It gets weird. You want a sneak peek of how weird it is? Let me show you. You want a sneak peek of this? I'll give you a sneak peek. Just a sneak peek. Just a sneak peek at some of these receipts. I'm not Seth Rogers. I'm Alistair, March 1st, 2025. You have no idea what that means. Not a problem. We'll get there. Oh, does it get weird? Now, death threats, police reports, Eric Craddock multiple times. However, for the people in the bushes, you are probably a supporter of the Green Team, and that's fine. You are allowed to, watch whoever you want on YouTube. I'm not your parent. I can't tell you what to watch for. But for my chat, we don't like Not Bright Media for the things that they've done. Now, with the Bill Cosby stuff, and I'll put this in the link, I'll drop all these receipts as we go. But before we go forward, we must move backwards. And I want to show you a little bit of research that I did last night myself. All the way not affiliated with the whistleblower, but I want to show you this before we get to the story. Come on, let's fucking thing. Okay. So, for my green team people watching, Bill Cosby to be released from prison after Pennsylvania Supreme Court deems trial tainted by Nick Hatsafatsu. I'm not reading all this. I'll drop it in the chat, but I'll highlight some things. So you have One World, you have One World Media, you have YC News, and then you have this. Your content is another thing that links back to them. But how come I can't highlight this? No problem, I'll read it. As your content readers know, prosecutors tangled in the Bill Cosby trial threw their boss under the bus after admitting under oath to using questionable tactics to secure a conviction, including a groundbreaking claim that the comedian was tricked into a phony immunity deal to self-incriminate himself after giving cops a crazy account of what happened. I mean, maybe the women just got raped, but moving along. Charge of police appoints an appeal attorney. You know, you get the comments. Okay. The 7 judges reviewed Montgomery County Judge Stephen T. O'Neill's decision to let prosecutors call 5 other accusers to testify about long ago encounters that never resulted in charges or police rebuttal of the defense points of appeal attorney Adrian Drake did not get through her opening comments before the judges began interrupting and interrogating her on the relevance of the 5 prior bad acts of all the witnesses. Why do the witnesses have to be bad acts? Why do they have to be minimized? Why? Does Bill Cosby have to be tricked into taking a plea deal? What about if he just did it? Did we lose audio? Let me do something real fast. It told me that I did. Whoa, heck no. It told me that I did, but I'm going to reconnect it. Okay, cool. But why? Why is it always like Bill Cosby did all this stuff? Why? What if he just, I mean, he's in Hollywood. He probably went to a day party. Seriously. What if he just raped the women? Are they all lying? Are they all crazy? That's what a combined effort of Nick and Tom will tell you. People, not just Nick. And they reviewed the questionable judge's decision to allow the jury to hear unsubstantiated testimony from 2-decade-old depositions taken out of context at the trial. You see how this is worded? The court deemed the elderly intimate a sexual violent predator. From the moment the witness took the stand, there was questioning of trial tactics and backhand deals cut amid the retrial, going as far as the filing a motion to intervene in the trial after politicians tried to silence our publication. So now they're the victim too in this. I'm looking for I'm not reading this whole thing. I'm basically looking for bashing of the witnesses, but you're seeing this. Jurors were drowned in reasonable doubt on day 2 of the trial when attorneys revealed the motivation behind the witnesses' cult testimony in a $100 million payday. The witnesses did an attack on human dignity. A key witness makes a bombshell revelation and confirms she previously sold Quaaludes. The prosecutor blames one of the witnesses, blames her for cooperating with police. This one was very weird to me. Your content exclusively reports the prosecution intends to fly a wanted fugitive to testify, and they wined and housed the prostitute turned witness. You see what's going on here. When you hear this, there's a lot of this, but I'm going to stop here and I'll drop this in the chat. When you see this, I want you to think of Doug Papa, or hop on over to Doug Papa's channel and have a listen of what he thinks about Nick, his personal testimony of what happened with Not Bright, because we know that there was smears done by Not Bright on him. This is what they do: tactics, smear campaigns, agitators. But this is both. This is the entire Not Bright media. So I show you this because I found it. Well, why am I here, and how did I find that? I guess we should ask. Let me give you the full story. It's because I just did a simple X search on their what's showed on X. And what was showed to me was they have a link. Let me just show you the let's do this together. Let's just do this together so we're completely on the same page. So here's what I did. Where's the Not Bright shit at? There it is. All right. So I went over here to Not Bright and I was looking at stuff. They got their ridiculous website here, and then it links off to social medias. So I was brought to a Facebook, and from that Facebook, on the Facebook page, it has a link. Now, it goes from At Night Intelligence to YC News. So I click the YC News, right? You follow me? And that brought me to here. So this is actually viewable for you as it's in English, but normally this is going to be in, I don't know, some type of Oriental language. I had to use the translator thing on the computer. I will drop this in the link so everybody is sticking with me. Grab these links. This is very interesting. It's very interesting. Thank you, Nicole. Guys, give me a second on the chat. Let me cook. So what do we have here? Hit Club, log in, register, download this app. It's a gambling app. Wait a minute. Look at the link I just dropped. It says YC News. Okay, so let's scroll down. Ooh, interesting stuff here. We have an address of 40 Lu Chai Hai Tai Tan Po, and that's going to be in Ho Chi Minh, 70,000 Vietnam. There's a number, an email, and a site map. But what old white boy did was I said, let me copy and paste this, whatever this address is, because I've already been to Facebook. The Facebook tells me YC News. YC News is a gambling thing. Let's see what's next. Like, who's trailer parking this trash? So next, all I did is, this is very simple. Anybody can follow what I did. So now that I'm at the gambling weird site that's supposed to be YC News, I am brought to this. I put it in Google's Maps and hope I can share this. Yes, I can. Have a look-see. So the location of the gambling app, what do we have here? Well, why is everything in Chinese? This is a random street in the Philippines. Everyone's on little mopeds. There's a bus. Across the street, we have Dai Fo and Chai and Quinn Chai and Bobos. And we have a little bit of Tu Kaka and Tu Chi Chi. And there's a Nokia phone. And there's Nam Glan, if you haven't been there in a while. What in God's name is this? Where's the intelligence agency? These are all businesses. What is this? And now I'm scrolling. I'm doing a 360 here. We have the Hong Hak, the city of Tai Chompan, and this is going to be Hong Hak. Hong Hak. Got a security guard there. There's a bank there. We have there's a drifting person who's, those homeless people that say that they're military, which they're not. They're all Ernie Shells, stolen valor. What is this? Wait a minute. What is this? What is this? Wait a minute. I went to Facebook. Facebook brought me to the gambling site. The gambling site then brings me to wherever the fuck that was. So I'm interested now. I'm a little bit interested now. This is an intelligence agency that they claim to be. This is information they're giving me. Those are the receipts. We'll get there in a second. So now I find all types of older Facebook and Instagram accounts amongst the members of Not Bright Media. This was interesting because it will be also something that you'll see on Instagram here in a minute. I've came to the conclusion that they're running this or have a big part in it. If the computer will show you. Come on, man. This is called the Bill Cosby is Innocent movement on Facebook. I will provide you and gladly share you the link in the chat. Get it, a copy and paste it, and have a look-see. Again, this is coming all to you from after I got the phone with the whistleblower because my mind was blown. My mind was blown. Bill Cosby is Innocent movement post. Reporter Nick Hatsafatsu from Your Content, who has been exposing the Montgomery County DA's office, is Kevin Steele has and his cronies plan on suing them for criminal harassment and in retaliation. Nick's been trying to have them turn over emails in regards to Mr. Cosby's appeal, and his office has been downright corrupt and trash. So it's not the emails that Nick sent that are racist. There's corruption there. And Bill Cosby's innocent, of course. It doesn't matter that there's multiple victims. That doesn't matter. What had happened was it's so corrupt there that they just do these things. But he's highlighted, here's a post. My office served formal notice intent to bring a lawsuit against Bill Cosby's prosecutors for criminal harassment and retaliation. This guy's always getting harassed, it seems as though, you would think. I mean, we could only judge off this fake RICO that they did. Here's the link. But, so this is on Bill Cosby's movement, right? And you have to sue the what are you talking about? There's evidence, people. Keeping it moving as I'm fishing around. I'm just going to go in whatever order I sent these to myself. What is this? Now, here we have, okay, this would be the One World Corporation under Not Bright. Now, keep in mind, people, you have Not Bright Media, Not Bright Intelligence. They have a way of always redirecting you somewhere. So the links that Not Bright has bring you over here to One World. Now, the links that One World has brings you over here to YC News. Now, the links that YC News has brings you over here to your content. You see what I'm saying? It's a whole big shift of go over here, go over here. Now, nobody does this unless you're looking for it. But as they're setting up all these businesses, everything's shuffled over here, over here, over here, and it lands up in the fucking Philippines. However, One World Corporation Media. One World operates the Nexus pioneering journalism and information dedicated to making pivotal information accessible. And there's the World Trade Center that SF was talking about. What do we have here? We have some posts. We do have some posts here. Oh, we see Bill Cosby, don't we? Brian Laundrie. Here's something very interesting. Where's it at? Oh, I know where it's at. It's going to be on Cassie's thing. Watch this. Watch this here. Look at this shit. Oh, this is really weird. So there's a couple things I got to show you on this. Guys, pay attention. It's a lot to take in right here. Hold on. Where is it at? There is we'll get to it if it's not on this account. It's on a different one. But there's a Cassie, Brian Laundrie's sister. There's a post where they tag JLR and they say, oh yeah, our friends that works for us at JLR was able to get Cassie, blah, blah, blah. Interesting. It's their words, not mine. We'll see that. All this Bill Cosby. Now have a look-see. Have a look-see. What's this? Governor of California, Jenner, Democrat? Mayor of Fort Worth, Texas, Parker? Now, I don't know what side they're on. I know this guy is a massive Dem, a piece of shit. I know that this guy is a liberal. I do like one of his policies. He wants to make everybody have that money that money because of AI. Everybody will have a set amount of money per. Listen, politics is my game. So when I start seeing this, wait a minute, another Dem. Why is Nick Hasafatsu promoting these Dems? What happened to your Trump everything? Gebhard? Are you kidding me? People, look at this. Where's it at? Thompson, Lang, Maddox. He's got some of the worst people. Fetterman? You got Fetterman on here? Of course he would, because Fetterman won Pennsylvania. Dem. Promoting a lot of Democratic things here. A lot of them, if we should bring up. What the fuck is this? Dude, President Biden? Huh. Interesting. Oh, I didn't even see this. What's this about?
David Decker, right? Yeah, you're David Decker. You were in federal prison for bank robbery. We know everything about you, buddy. You were in federal prison for bank robbery. Yeah, sure was. Yes, you were. Federal bank robbery. That's
so it may be here. Hold on, let's see. Let me cook. Let me cook. Bill Cosby, Bill Cosby, Bill Cosby. Let me drop this in the link for you. Bill Cosby, Bill Cosby, Obama, Hillary. Okay. Regardless, let's drop this in a link for you. So I'm just showing you what I'm doing last night, right? Give you the full context. Guys, give me a second on the comment. Actually, I'm going to go to the comments right here. It's a good break from me real fast. Catch up on your comments. Grab these links for your research. I'm showing you how I posted the picture I did on my community wall today. Now, let me catch up on the comments. What's up, Running Bear? You heard the story of how Kim Jong used two poor Thai or Vietnamese women to be in phony prank shows and had them eventually prank his brother. No, I have not. I did not see any comments. Let me scroll up real fast. Where is the comments of when I said, do you know that name? And the name was going to be the nickname that Seth uses and has done in a long time. The name is Alistair. Alistair. Do we know? Have we heard? Do we know this? I can't do that. What's up, Carol? Okay, I didn't know that Granny did. That's good. Shout out to her. That's an important question that the comment on the screen is important because it also will come into question later. If I knew when he summoned that demon, things would get bad. Matter of fact, I just asked you about Alistair. Sean has used the nickname Alistair multiple times. For years, he's been using it. Have you ever heard this? It's very important because to coincide with what that comment that was just on the screen is about. Get there in a minute. I have not showed you any receipts of the whistleblower or said anything about our conversation to this point, just so everyone's on the same page. I'm seeing some comments, and I'm not even going to try to explain them. Chat, help them out if they ain't getting the full story. What's up, Granny now? Yes, on clues, Brandy Wine says. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, here we go. Yes, we have. Alligator be summoning angels. Hey, white boy in chat. Sure, it was Jay that put all that. Okay, I didn't know that. I never have. I'm just asking you guys. Thank you, Angel. So you have on clue. Okay, Alistair War. Okay, yes. Good, Grits. Good. Yes, Alistair War. I believe there's an email. Okay, good. Okay, good. Cluminati, what's happening, Cluminati? So, okay, cool. Claire. Okay, so you guys have. All right, we'll get there in a sec, right? What's up, UA? Oh, we'll get there in a sec. Alistair War. So, okay, good. I never knew any of that. So I had to go down a little wormhole of that myself last night as well. I didn't see Cluminati talk about it or Jay. I don't watch every live, but even if I didn't catch the live, I would think like it would be talked about and stuff or whatever. But I guess I missed that whole thing. Not a problem. Can't catch them all. So whatever. One world thing. Democrats weird. It is what it is. Move it along. I just want to show you this fat fuck because it pisses me off. This guy's calling anybody a fucking avocado or any of this stuff. Dude, who are you? You can't even see your cock. I mean, look at these goofballs. But I want to show you these goofballs tonight. Not a picture at the courthouse. So here we have again another account that I found. We got Cosby. This might be the main one. Hold on. This is the main one. What the hell am I here for? Whatever. Let's get out of here. Fuck this. Maybe I'll mess up. We know that one, but I was scrolling. You see where I'm going with this? I'm just going to keep going to these modes real fast, and then we'll get to the whole thing. What is this one now? From Instagram. Oh shit! I know I did. I sent the wrong fucking thing. All right, so what is this about? Okay, hold on. Let's just do this. This is what I'm trying to show you. We'll just do it real fast together. Bam. So some of you may or may not have seen me post this on X before. This picture right here, this goofball right here. I don't know if people thought that I was joking or not, but that is a profile avatar that Hong uses on Facebook. I was unaware of this Instagram account that I would strongly encourage anybody to go to, especially if this guy is making fun of your looks. Why is it saying my audio is bad? The browser has lost connection to your screen share audio. Is this true? 1 in the chat, if you could hear me. 2, if it's okay, Cluminati, gotcha. I might need you up here, Cluminati, in a minute. I might need you out here. Matter of fact, can you guys hear me when I screen share? Okay, so you can hear me. Thank you. All right. So, Hong. So this is what got me fucking laughing, because we're about to see Hong. This guy's calling people all types of avocados. He makes fun of Cluminati's. Listen, dude, you call Cluminati big, that's fine. She calls herself big. But bro, look at you. What the fuck? Oh, here's it is, right? People, what is this? Have a look-see at this, people. What does this post say? This post says, look at it. It says Ion, South Florida. That is a local news in South Florida, West Palm Beach area. But the post is tagged at Philadelphia Museum of Art. But Hong says, just took the news van to the Art Science Museum. Well, that's interesting. Tell me that you're not working for Ion, South Florida without telling me that you're working for Ion, South Florida. Moving along, you fat fuck. Look at this. Is this the BMW one? No. This guy's always talking about he has all this money. So I have a BMW, if you didn't know. I have a BMW. I'm not rich. I'm not bragging. It's very anybody in the chat, you could do it yourself. You could finance it. But look at this fat fuck. Look at him. Take a look-see. These will be the only females that you see on his profile, and they're DJs. But there's one thing that you need to pay attention to besides lard on this, and that would be there's a coincidence between both these two gentlemen's all of their profiles. Here he is. Check it out. The Meek Mill concert, which is comical in itself. There have been recent allegations that Meek Mill and Diddy have been porking each other. There's even audio about it. If you know, you know. I thought it was comical. There's a lot of food. What about this? Why do we have drags? Why do we have drags trans on the profile? Why? That's fine. Shout out if that's the way that you choose to live. It's not how I live. Don't get me putting on wigs and parodies mixed up with my I like vagina. But weird. It'll come in handy later. But like, dude, you're playing Pokemon? You're like all of 40-something years old. Pokemon? And I know about the lawsuit too. I know about the small claims lawsuit. But I'll let you live on that, Hong, because I know you're to watch. Oh, I know about a lot of stuff now. A lot of stuff. Look how fat this is. Look how fat. But where's it at? God damn it. What incarnation? This guy is talking about people's looks, people. This is the guy. I have no idea what avocado is. People, what is this? I told you I think him and Nick, in my opinion, may be gay. Here's him and his friend. Now, people, what the fuck is this? Tell me what this is. That's something that me and my wife would do. I have never in my life thought about doing that for jokes. I would never. People, they're feeding each other. It says true friends in the post. True friends. I got plenty of true friends. We don't do that. We don't do that. But here goes the good part. There's one thing about pictures, but the beauty of Instagram is the reels. Where's that reel of him in the car? Oh, I know where it's at. It's up here. Hold on, guys. Give me a second, chat. Let me cook. Let me cook. What is all this about? On your personal, this is not Bright. This is not One World Media. This is not YC News. This is not any of all the weird links. This is you, Hong 20. Why is Nicholas on here? A lot of Nicholas. Did you guys know that Nick had a show called Nick on X when he was trying to do his reporting? I guess he was doing like these interviews on X. I have never seen these before. Don't know if you have. Look at this fuck. So just check it. We'll let this play. Look at this guy's face. What is this? This is serious. This is not a meme. This is not a picture at the courthouse. This is large and in charge. This is Kim Jong-un. This is in your life. This is in your face. This is what it looks like. Like, how are you making any digs towards Chris or Katie, Cluminati, whoever the avocado is, a toilet bowl? I mean, for Christ's sakes, you can't even climb on a toilet bowl. What is this? What am I looking at, people? What is this? What is this? Now, what else do we have? It says, black-owned hoodie guy, black-owned business. What I don't have a receipt for, but it's there. I wouldn't tell you if it's not. Is there's a black media company that they cover, like they're like a pro-black media company. And how come the only articles with the Caucasian people happen to be Nick Hatsafatsu covering the Bill Cosby stuff, right? And an article about how the Pennsylvania court system is how corrupt it is. It's so fucking corrupt, I'll tell you, that they're attacking this white journalist over here. The whole other part of the agency, they don't do any of that. There's no, it's like a pro-black news thing. Whatever. But I just find it very, very, very coincidental that you're using the same hashtag as what it's called. And you guys are linked to it. And on your social medias and the black-owned news media, which you can find directly from Bill Cosby's Innocent movement, you both are connected with that page. You both are making posts of that page. People, they're running it. Look how fat. Look how fat. Look how fat and gay. In my opinion. In my opinion. Here's another one. But why? There's like no hoes on your Facebook. You're like single. You're single. You're supposed to have this thing like, you're supposed to be like, this is the gram. You're supposed to be all over this motherfucker. Oh, when I was single. Holy shit, I was running around Miami-Dade naked at one point. Butt naked. Fresh out of prison, butt naked. Just pork and everything. Pork and everything. You got Nick on there. And Nick, on all of his profiles, has you on there. Now, I know that you guys work together and going on businesses together. but it's very weird. In my humble opinion, people, it is extremely, extremely weird. I don't know, but I think. Now, let me wrap this up. I showed you the YC News. I showed you how that goes to. I showed you how it brings you to that thing. Okay, if you haven't seen this today, before we get to the whistleblower, I will remind you of this, which is important. A lot of this went over a lot of our heads. This would be Dog the Bounty Hunter talking to Jennifer Coffin-Doofus. Keep in mind, an ex-FBI agent saying that, I know what your people do. I'm going to create so much probable cause, me and Nick will actually, that an arrest will happen.
You know, probable cause in your world, you gotta have probable cause. But I was trained, probable cause means probably. You probably did this, or you probably broke into this place. So there's enough probable cause that
you're the avocado,
Nick and I, that there, even if we don't find Sebastian alive, that the perpetrator is going to be arrested.
Okay, barbecue lady, I appreciate that very much. So I got a new member, identify as an avocado. So that's you now. I didn't know that. That's where all those things are. They're very mad at you. Shelby Lynn, thank you as well. Thank you as well. Sorry, ladies, I was cooking, but I cannot say thank you to you guys. I really appreciate it. All right, chat. Before I move forward to the whistleblower and the story, let me catch up on these comments. Wifey in the chat. Yes, they are. It is, in my opinion, I think there's something weird going on there, guys, with them two. I don't know that to be true. I cannot prove that. It's just my opinion. I find it awkward. I have really, really good friends, but I do not have like, I would never do that on my socials like that. Sure, I'd post a picture or two, right? But not like on all of them. Very weird people. And the picture where those two gentlemen are feeding each other is extremely sus to me. If that does not scream homosexual right in the face to you, I do not know what homosexual looks like. I mean, that makes justice for nobody look dead straight, in my opinion, hypothetically, allegedly, and for educational purposes. Yes. So we all missed this clip of Dog the Bounty Hunter telling Coffin-Doofus, all this makes some shit up. That's not how that goes, man. And she's like weirded out because you can't just make up probable cause. But he said, me and Nick. And wherever Nick goes, Hung is there. What I didn't show you is the black-owned media. What I didn't show you is there's another article of downing the survivors of Bill Cosby. There's another article where those victims, those survivors of rape, is written, and Hung is in it. Wherever Nick goes, Hung goes. So them in a hole do that to the women with Bill Cosby. That's why I don't like those people. Calling prostitutes people's houses, where they did that case. The whole thing is weird. The lawyer, Lesniak, you ever seen who the type of people he defends? Is very strange to me. There's been receipts. We have played them. Extremely strange to me. Very strange to me. Weird to me. But I wanted to show you what I found after this, because this is all important keys. Key points here, right? Very important. Now, let me read some comments. Wifey's going to get home. If I need Wifey to call the whistleblower, we can do that. I'm going to explain this story and explain these receipts. And it'll be the last part of live. Who's the pitcher? Who's the catcher? I couldn't tell you. Running Bear says, oh, Mitten Mama's in here. Written in the stars, how are you, Mama? Lesniak defends creeps. Yes, he does. All chomos, if we're being honest. Nick said they can put you and take you out Nick said they can put you in or take you out of the Me Too movement. That's interesting. Haven't heard that before, but that's interesting. It happens to be true, but to hear him say that as somebody who writes news things makes a lot of sense. He defends rapists. Yes, it's absolutely right. Where has Nick been lately? I don't know. Lesniak should be ashamed of what he wrote in his disgusting book. They switch hit. Now, I happen to probably agree with that. Okay, did he? Gotcha. Don't care about if they're gay or not, but what are they doing is sus and wrong. I don't care about they're gay or not. Yes, it is wrong. There's nothing wrong with being gay. Don't take me out of context here, but they don't portray themselves as that. And let's be honest, that's how things get spread and stuff like that. If we're being real, and again, I don't know what they are. I think it's very weird. I mean, if you look at it from both sides of the argument, I have to ask myself, okay, maybe they're just really close friends. Okay, but I have really close friends, and I don't do that type of stuff. But I'm not a weirdo, and I'm not a sherm. I'm not a doofus, so I can't. I'm not fuckboy, so I can't compare myself to fuckboy. I don't speak fuckboy. I don't know how a fuckboy operates, so it's hard. Okay, I'm gonna jump into this stuff here in a minute. Wifey will be home to help me with the very, very complicated harassment campaign that was done to this woman. All right. So before I do this, let me Evil CJ Media. Evil CJ Media. Okay. 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 If you haven't seen this or not, it's on my community wall. It's probably why you're in this live. But this is a screenshot of a person who was getting stalked and harassed. Their correspondence. It's your Gmail. If you'd open your Gmail, it would look something like this. But it probably would say like Credit One, Lowe's, Publix, whatever you sign up and get emails from. This is this thread is specifically to Craddock. It's to Eric Craddock, email after email after email after email, and it's not only a email that's to Craddock, but it's got you have screenshots and you have there is video in one because this shit didn't mean to do that. This person, like I said in the beginning of this, was interested in the Sebastian Rogers case and got interested in it and reached out to some creators. So some of the creators that she initially was talking to and got in good with were T-Rev and this guy, CJ Evil Media. I'm going to stop right there because I don't even know what this guy looks like. And I would like to put him on the screen for context so everybody watching this can understand who I'm talking about, and then we'll continue. But these two guys there were some other people, but CJ, how do you say it? CJ what? CJ. CJ Evil Media? Is that what it is? What's the name of his channel? CCJ Media?
A lot of my friends were in the Angel.
What's the name of the channel? Evil. Here we go. Grits. Thanks. Okay, it's Evil. 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 Evil LEC. CJ. Where's this goofball at? Nothing's coming up. Somebody shoot me a link to Twitter, man. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Evil. Here it is. I hit the wrong fucking letter. I think. Is it Seville? Is that what it is? News. Here we go. I got it right here. This guy. Evil CJ Media Investigations. He's got 15.7 subs. 15.7 thousand subs. Sebastian Rogers 2 months ago. Okay. So this person got into with him and T-Rev. And I don't know what type of shit was going on, or who was trying to pork who, or who was horny, or what was going on. But combination of that with some of the things that were said to the woman made her pull away. And some of those things that were said were talking about conversations about planting evidence and this goofball. Okay, all right. I think I do know. I have heard something about this guy before. So this doofus, he looks like fucking that guy on Fox News. God damn it, what's his name? Is that him, guys? Is that a good shot of him? We'll leave him on the screen just like that for Yeah, I know who it is now. So this guy is really one of the culprits, but it was between him and T-Rev in a combination. You know how these people work. You know how we've exposed. There's been moles in their group texts and stuff like that. Again, it's not hard to reach out to creators. So as she's in communication with these guys, they're hitting on her. I don't know at the same time or one at another, but there's conversations about the case. Follow me now. Follow me. There's conversations about planted evidence, okay, amongst other things. This happened with Julia, and a lot of different conversations. Okay, again, the whistleblower is not a stranger to law enforcement, has law enforcement in her family. So, of course, anybody who's really in law enforcement or anybody who's really standing behind the badge, they're not on no planted evidence and stuff like that. And it was interesting talking to her because I have been in a situation where I have been around some of the same people that she had to deal with in this case with Brian Laundrie, where they did plant evidence. Okay. So I was explaining to her, these type of things happen. And I also explained to her, look, there's some paid agitators here. Have you ever, do you know what Not Bright has done to Bill Cosby and Doug Papa? Do you know that they're friends with JLR and Betty? They all knew each other. They all came from the political scene. Breaking the whole thing down to her. She wanted out once the planted evidence conversations were coming about and some other different things. So she pulled away. Now, what happens is extremely interesting. You could bet your life that they're watching this live right now. You could bet your life. You could also bet your life that anytime Illuminati goes live, they're watching. Anytime J for Justice goes live, they are watching. It's what they do. Not only do they post clips and talk about it, but We know from the last live I did with Dr. Perv, Dr. Perv watches 5 podcasts a day, and he's hawking the chats. We had a screenshot of a different whistleblower on last live where Dr. Perv is mad about something that somebody said. So mad, actually, that he's willing to try to throw his weight around as a doctor and somebody with money and say, you know what happened is I'm going to sue you. They're always watching the chats. So as this lady pulls away, she's in another creator's live and chatting. And this is when this onslaught begins. This is when the onslaught begins. So in the process of pulling away, she's been in contact with these creators and they're texting her back and forth. Let me get to this. Let me get to this. Let's go to some of the receipts now. So in the process of this, she is pulling away, and CJ, the guy on the screen just a minute ago, starts threatening her, saying that he's recording the phone calls and this and that, getting very vindictive. Okay. Prior to this, she was privy to, or in my opinion, I think because certain creators wanted the porker, they were, trying to they were telling her stuff, giving her information, right? And they're telling her the play, okay? About the Rico shit, about a lot of things in general. But when she pulls away, they're playing these games. When you see on the screen, person says, Indiana's a one-party state. You called me. I thought you would know that already. Doesn't matter. You showed your true colors. That was sneaky and wrong. Don't contact me ever again, she says. Ditto is what he says. So what happens next after this? You have a person interested in the case, reaches out to creators. Then there's a fallout, recording stuff. The guy, apparently, chat, do you know this? This guy, CJ, he does music. Shit, where'd I go? He does music. Waiting for comments. I'm here looking at him now. Yeah, Klua, I'm gonna need you here in a minute. So let me cook. If you come up here now, I'll get all flustered. Just chill. I need you. Just give me a second though. Yeah, good point on that. Rapunzel says, yes, absolutely, Rapunzel. Very good comment. Take a deep dive into Magnolia's history. I did a live on that as well. Can't send any super chats. That's funny. All right. Anyway, do you guys know about the music? Anybody answer it? Yeah. T-Rev757. That's right. He does rap songs too. One of them. It was either CJ or 757. When wifey gets home, I'll clarify it for you for the timeline. But either one of those two tragedy pimps sends her a link, okay, for their music. She clicks on it. They get her. Happens to me all the time. I don't, and just so you know, as we're talking about this, do not send me any links. I do not click them because I already know how the hack game is. I've been hacked twice since doing YouTube. Once was for a fucking blue check mark on Cash App. And the second time was a situation just like this. And it went like this. I got an email and it said, blah, 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 you owe X amount of money. Had my correct name on it, had my address on it. It had everything right? It says your bank account is going to be charged with like $3.99 by tomorrow. So I open the email. I see this thing. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't have that, right? I forget what it was. So I'm working and I forward the whole thing to wifey. I'm like, hey, cuss these motherfuckers out because they're trying to charge us $400. I don't even know what this is about. Blah, blah. She calls them. They're like being assholes. And finally, they're like, oh, wait a minute. You're right. You didn't use this, and we did overcharge you, and that's on us. We apologize. We'll refund it right now. So in the refund process, they're like, click this link. And what happened was when they sent the link to her, the people, the scammers, were able to gain complete control over my wife's phone from wherever they were. Thankfully, I came home not too long ago, and I'm walking in, and she's on the phone. I could hear her, and shit didn't sound right to me, right? And I'm like, give me the phone. So I get the phone from her. I'm like, and I'm listening to the dude, and he's like, yeah. The refund process, we can only send it to you through PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. I'm like, motherfucker, hell no, right? So I hit mute. I'm like, babe, did you click a link? Did you download anything? She's like, yeah. I'm like, fuck. So I had to keep talking to this dude as he's showing me on mute. It was crazy. Point of the story is I don't click no links. If we've never talked before on the phone, if you've never messaged me, and you even send me a YouTube video, I'm not clicking it. Don't do it. Especially if you don't sign, timestamps. For Christ's sakes, have some manners. Send the timestamps. But I don't click nothing, right? Not everybody knows that. She clicks the link. They say that it's music, and they get her. And this is where the story turns up. This is where you're going to have to pay attention to these receipts. If people message me, what's going on? Just put it in the chat. Motherfuckers message you. I'm not answering an email. Put it in the chat. What the fuck's wrong? Manners. So anyway, you see what you did? You did it on purpose too. You're probably green team. You're trying to trick me up. I know what you're doing. So the weird shit starts happening. She gets essentially, when I say weird shit, let me explain all that happened to this woman after she clicked this link. She starts getting a whole bunch of weird like troll accounts, if you will. There's like some Chinese Zuz Hung Kills. Zuz, Y-U-Z, Use Hung Kills. Use Hung Kills. Use Hung Kills. Like, you get it? So Use Zung Kills sends her a DM that says Hong is going to kill you. You have it on Facebook. You have it on Instagram. All these weirdo troll accounts. Okay? So, first, we go to the local police about these crazy threats because a lot of stuff's going on. There's DMs of Hong wants to kill you. There's a whole bunch of weird phone calls coming her way. This lady even literally got a, I've never even heard of this. Somebody called her phone from her number. Somebody called her phone from her number. Okay? Now, all this weird shit's happening to her. So that's the local police. She goes to a step further, which we showed you before. Craddock. Well, let me not do that yet. I'm leaving a lot out. Okay, I don't even know how I'm going to say this next part. Okay, we'll do this first. Not only Craddock, not only local police. How many of you know what I think it's called an ICT is? An ICT is an internet online form for you to the FBI. You guys know about that? You got to watch those Prince guys. IC3, correct? Yes. So this is one of multiple IC3s explaining a lot of the situation. I cannot tell you the entire situation, guys, but I can tell. I can, you know, we can do what we can with it. But yeah, here's another one. You have successfully completed your complaint. Thank you for taking action. So there it goes right there. Internet crime complaint. IC3, correct. Whoever put that comment on there. So, of course, you start getting death threats. You gotta do what you gotta do. And she keeps getting all these accounts friend requesting her and all this stuff. So it comes to the point where the phone calls are not stopping. Now, this is very weird. This is where Illuminati, I'm going to need you. Let me make sure I'm doing this all in order. Okay. 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 All right. Well, my notes. So she gets a call. She keeps getting a call from a Florida number. Damn, wifey, I need that receipt, man. Hold on, guys, because now I need these receipts to do this. Let me see what the wife said real fast. I'm not sure if you just texted me. I'm not sure. I will put you in contact with her directly after this. Okay, so give me 1 second, guys. She's getting a lot of phone calls from a Florida number. The number actually happens to roll back to Tallahassee. Tallahassee. So my guess as I'm talking to her is that, did you run it back? Did you run the number? Is that BHB? That was my guess. No, it wasn't. This is where it gets very interesting. Homesteads and all types of weird shit about to happen right now. But I need you guys. Hey, where are you at? All right. Whatever you haven't seen me, are you listening? All right. Yeah. Come on in. Click the live and listen. And whatever I forget, come in here and put up. So I'm gonna have Illuminati come up and talk about this. The guy's name. Also, I need the John Deere thing. I need all that stuff. No, I don't have it. All right. But listen to it. Listen to it. All right. Okay. So Tallahassee number keeps calling. They're calling her relentlessly, and they're asking for Chris. Is Chris there? Chris. It's like, there's no Chris. There's no Chris. I mean, multiple times a day. Why Chris? So she runs the number. And this is coming after the death threat of Hung will kill you. She tells the person, don't call anymore. She researches the number, and it comes back to Tennessee. She is Googling. She's hitting the internet. She comes across in Reddit, of all places, the business registry. The address of the number is in Tallahassee. And the address is linked to a whole bunch of businesses that used it at one point, but none of them are currently working. There's nothing. It's not an active business, right? And they're all types of weird businesses, right? The problem is the place that is linked back to this phone number is the building around. So that we don't know who the business is, right? Many people have had the number in the past, but these businesses have opened and closed, have had the number and shut the doors, have had the number and went under, whatever. They close, that same number issued the next business, and so on and so on. There's no more businesses now. However, the building right next to it is a homestead. But wait, there's more. When finding all this out, when just a minute ago I put on the screen Vietnam, and we're looking at these weird ass language, and we don't know what this is, but I'm showing you. I'm turning the screen. I'm showing you all this. This is what she's doing after running the number back. Comes across a So this sticks out to her when all this is happening. The homestead, I'll get more information on that. I know you guys are going to want to know it. I'll answer all your questions in a minute. Let me get to the story. So as she's zooming in, she sees this, which is there's a John Deere sign. Now, I didn't know this. John Deere has significance to somebody on the green team. Do we know who that is? God damn, man. I'll give you a clue. There was once alive on TikTok, and he had his cock out. So she's hold on, I'm getting all these receipts real fast. Give me a second. Okay. Now this is where it gets very weird. Clue. Is Cluminati still in here? Yes, that's exactly who the John Deere is. Now, I don't know if that is a coincidence. I don't know. I'm giving you the full context, explaining exactly what happened to this woman. Okay. So the John Deere thing comes up after the death threats, after this phone that keeps calling her, that's in Tallahassee, Florida, asking for Chris. It gets weirder. Here comes this guy, Alistair. Hold on. So this guy starts messaging her. After the threats and all this, here's his name. Let me give you a better picture. Hold on. I had to read my notes. This is so the notes. Here you go. Alistair Black is the name. This guy starts messaging the woman. I don't think this guy looks like Seth. I don't personally, but I'm going to give you the full context here in a minute, so stick with me on this. Is Noel in chat? Noel, whatever you're sending to me, I'm not getting. Just text it to me. And I haven't even seen some of these receipts that you're giving me now, so you're going to have to come in here and explain this. I don't even know what this is. What? All right, we're gonna have to wait for wifey. I'll explain as much as I can, and then she's gonna have to help me with this. This is the first time I'm seeing some of these. God damn it, man. Are you listening or no?
What?
You listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
I'm not getting anything. What are you sending those pictures to?
What? I don't know. You're breaking up. I can't hear you for whatever reason.
Oh, they're over here. You're
I'll
sending.
be right there.
All right.
I'm coming. Yeah, I'll be right there.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Okay, so this guy Alistair comes into the scene. He starts texting her. This picture right here. What does it say? I'm not Seth. I'm Alistair. March 1st, 2025. There's something about him. I believe that this picture here in the gate is somewhere around that Tallahassee number by one of those businesses. I could be wrong. We'll get there in a second. But so hold on, man. So I don't know. I don't think this person looks like Seth. You guys think this person looks like Seth? I'm just gonna give you the full context of what was said to me. But I don't know if I believe it's Seth. The problem is when you're getting bombarded and you're getting death threats, you've reached out to your local police. You've reached out to the sheriff in charge of the missing kid case. You've done ICT forms. You've done all that you can, right? You're getting death threats. All these weird numbers are happening. You've bought a new phone. All this is happening, right? There's someone contacting you with the name Alistair Black. Like I said in the beginning of this, I didn't even know that was a nickname that Seth used. Is Clue in here still? Or have her come up here and explain all that. Maybe she's not. But a lot of you did know that he used that nickname. So you have some guy contacting you that with the name Alistair. Now, this person is very knowledgeable of the case. She knew about the Alistair stuff. I didn't, right? I didn't even know that was a thing. Didn't know he used that, right? Now here's where it gets weird, even weirder. And we're not there's a lot of weird here still. This person's getting messages from this Alistair person. I mean, they look a little bit, they kind of resemble each other, I guess, in a way. But I mean, this is a weird picture. I'm not Seth. I'm Alistair. So, person's like, is this Seth at this point? They're getting bombarded, people, so you can see the neck and stuff like that. What's that? Okay, Clue, give me 1 sec. And then I'm gonna need you with all the other receipts in a minute, right? So let me drop the link for Clue, but this person doesn't know if it's Seth or what. They're freaking out. They've already had threats. There's all types of weird shit happening. Now, the Alistair part, I'm going to drop the link for Cluminati to explain all this. This guy's name, let me put it on the screen again. This guy's name is Alistair Black that we're talking about right now that's communicating to this woman. There is a Alistair something. I'm sure Clue is about to go fill us in. There's some type of Alistair, I don't know the guy's name, that was into a lot of things with Samuel. I will get you that name here in a second. Can you ask her the name of that Alistair person? What is it? Crawley? Alistair Crawley? You're positive on that? So there's an Alistair Crawley who if you Google this person, you're positive about that, right? Okay. There's an Alistair Crawley who, if you Google, there's a lot of weird history. Look, people, all I'm explaining is
Crowley, Crowley.
Crowley. It is Nick. Sean did use the nickname Alistair. You heard his prayer at the thing a couple weeks ago. Why does he use Alistair? I didn't even know that. There's history. If you Google the name Alistair Crowley, there's Google, and there's a lot of significance to Seth and this person. I don't know why he uses it. I'm dropping a link right now for Clue to come up so she can tell us about this, because I honestly did not know about that nickname even was a thing. But it gets more weird. It gets more weird. Clue, I dropped it. Now, babe, these shots here, what is all this stuff from the street view and all this other stuff? Okay. So that's all the Tallahassee number from Florida?
Yes.
Okay.
That business.
That's the homestead is around?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the backwater, the American backflow. That
Yes.
was a business that isn't actually in business anymore. It's cloning itself to be that business. They're scamming people,
Yes.
saying they have a
Okay.
water buildup on their property.
Okay, yes.
And to send us $50, and
Okay.
we'll have somebody come out and do a check on, they'll survey your property for backflow water in your property, and then we'll send you an invoice telling you what we did and that you're there.
Okay, guys.
But they're doing nothing and they're getting rich off it. That's who called her for Chris.
Okay, guys, here's the deal. Clue, give me 1 sec. Is that you, Clue?
Yeah.
All right. So when I was showing you all these weird profiles before with Not Bright, okay? And I didn't even show you all. It goes from over here, it goes from over everything is transitioning to something different. It's all washing itself, its own ass, right? And I urge everybody in the comments to do this for themselves. When it comes to the business, that there's a Florida number calling this woman after she's got a death threat and all this, after she's made reports, they're asking for Chris all the time, like 10 times a day. She traces this number back. It's a Tallahassee number. She's running the business. So what everything wifey just said, it's one of the businesses that was the business in the registry, babe. Okay, my bad. I made an error. There was one business that was active in the registry. I'm going to give you the name. You guys can do all your own research and all this.
It's not a working business that you'll see when you see the pictures. It's not a running company anymore. So they took it over.
Okay. So you heard what she says. Now, the history of this business, what's the scam? Come in here and repeat it. Clue, go ahead. Let me show these pictures, guys. As Clue's talking, I'm going to show you guys pictures of this business, these other ones I haven't even seen myself. Say the scam part one more time with the business.
Okay. There used to be a company if you have water, because we're low to the ground, like the water level, the water table is high, so people get water on their property depending on what part of the state you're in. You have a bag full of water, you have to have it removed professionally, whatever. This person calls or sends you a letter, tells you to send them $50 because you have a backflow issue of water on your property. When they receive your $50, somebody will come out, they'll perform a job, survey it, and then you'll get an invoice in the mail telling you everything that they did and that it's completed. The job is done. Meanwhile, you send them the money and you don't get anything done. It's all a scam. Nothing happens and you receive a BS invoice.
Okay. All right, Cleo, you there?
Yep.
My bad. I mean, keep you cold here or nothing, but what's the deal with the Alistair stuff?
So, Alistair War, right? WAR was the name that was on a registered email for Seth Rogers. And we saw in the Lore Lodge chat, I think it was the Lore Lodge, but it was Lore Lodge before Seth wasn't on the show that time. And he had wrote a comment. I see a lot of negative comments about Seth in here and they're not being deleted.
Yeah.
And I was like, we saw the name and we're like, holy shit. So we knew that was him. So then I called it out on my live right after Lore Lodge had gone off, and sure as shit, the next day he deleted the channel.
He deleted it?
Yep.
He was a famous
And
occultist. This is absolutely right, Claire, on the screen. In my opinion, he was just into weirds. Yes, that's absolutely right, Claire. So, Claire, you talking about what? You talking about the other Alistair that Noelle screamed out?
Alistair Crowley. He's a
okay,
Satanist.
gotcha. Am I explaining this all this shit right, guys? Because this is very difficult to explain. It's a long phone call. It's a lot of information, and I'm trying to do this as best I can. You guys taking this all in?
Yeah, I am.
Right.
Well, I will say this. Just a little while back, fiance went in and cleared out my entire block list because we couldn't figure out why I couldn't see Jack's Woof, right? And he was just browsing the names looking for Jack's, and then all of a sudden he saw that Alistair War person.
Yeah.
He had been in there trolling before.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this shit gets deep. There's so much more that goes with this. Thank God this lady has law enforcement in her family. I don't want to say too much more. People are asking about people put it together. I'm not going to sit here and say exactly who did what, but I mean, look at the damn screenshot of who gave her the death threat. I mean, this is literally in a police report. I mean, it's not like, where's it at? That screen name. Who do you think this was? I mean, come on. They don't take a rocket scientist. Where's it at?
How did she get a picture of that person?
What person?
He sent it to her. He started contacting her after all this shit with CJ took place.
Yes. So I will
following her about a year.
Okay, I will get to that. There's conversations and all that. If you want, I will. Listen, I would like to blow the lid off this thing, and I'll put you in contact with her as well if you'd like. You know what I'm saying? I think it'd be worth it.
We don't know.
I'll ask her. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. So wait, hold on, Noelle. So the scam business is called American Backflow, correct? Mm-hmm. So American Backflow. All right, hold on. Here's where it comes back to.
What?
You cannot write this shit.
No.
That is.
I'm telling you, dude, it's weird. It's so hard to explain all this. And then there's shit that I can't see.
I got something for you. You said this guy was in Indiana.
They all say
Yeah,
they're
yes.
from Indiana.
Yes, I'm gonna get there in 1 second. I'm coming right towards your way right now. Here, yes, it is Indiana, and I'll show you his words right in 1 second on that. So here's an aerial view of the place. But as far as the communication with this Alistair person, here it goes. Here it is right here. Here is I believe that's an Instagram thing, right? Yeah, that's Instagram. I live in northern Indiana. I love the idea of safe space for photographs and models to work.
What?
And this is a pic of me at work to show I am not this Seth person. We'll try and remember to take one holding up paper with my name on it for you for further proof. So, she's weirded out. She's asking. She thinks it's Seth. They have some similarities, but I mean, I don't think it's Seth. But I mean, you got to put yourself in her shoes. So that's where the picture with here's a zoomed in picture of that. I mean, I guess it could look like him a little bit, but it's just weird. This guy. Here's the picture. Just crazy that what's the coincidence that this is the Alistair person contacts her, this gets in the mix when all this is going on. It's fucking crazy.
No, dude, that's
business
because
thing is weird too.
Yeah, in that picture of him at work, right? They do like kind of resemble each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. So Alistair, to the person who's not the other Alistair, the one that you can Google, this guy's history is Alistair was Seth's name for years. He took the name from Alistair Crowley, who created the dark religion, Thelema, that UGO magic.
The card games Seth played with Sebastian are based around that religion.
And other Dungeons and Dragons type games were created after. All dark magic games Seth played with Sebastian, all created after Thelema religion, which revolves around worshiping the devil. You were talking about didn't he say on Lore Lodge about playing Dungeons and Dragons or something like that a little bit ago?
Yeah. Him and Sebastian used to do like those magic tournaments and D&D tournaments, but from what I was told, the Alistair War that he was going by in his email had to do with Star Wars.
I don't know, but it's a weird coincidence. And
everything that they played worship the dark magic, and Samael is the person that is the leader. Everybody worships Samael. He's the dark magic entity, the devil.
Yeah.
He protects the people that worship him and attacks the people they consider enemies. And then Seth went and summoned him in a Christian setting.
Right. Clue, I know you're smart. I know that you're not a not bright fan. I know you've probably looked at them guys, went down that wormhole, whatever. Maybe you haven't. I don't know. When you do that, you know what I'm talking about, where everything brings you over here, over there. It's like
it's all connected.
Yes, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was trying to explain in the beginning of this live by doing that. That's why I did that last night, because when it comes to this number who's asking for Chris, like massive times amount during the day, when it's linked back, that's what's happening to this business. Is it's all like weird like that too, with this backflow thing. It's almost like identical how they set their shit up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's very, very weird. There's a homestead around it. People are going to go nuts over the homestead thing. So the homestead is the building next to the abandoned building, or what exactly is it? Because
it's that property.
What property? The abandoned building?
Yeah.
Double check that. You text her?
Yeah, I'm telling you what it is.
Well, so okay, here's my confusion. Is that the business that she found on Reddit with the whole scam thing, with that it's actively working on? So it can't be that business and a homestead. It has to be one of the other. Last night I thought she said that the homestead was around or next to the building.
The entire property.
The entire property is what homestead?
I don't know.
Ask. Text her.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. It's a lot. It's crazy weird. There's a movie. What is this? The movie's bad, and it's Alistair Angel something. Yeah. So I never knew that. What I did also last night is Alistair. I Googled. My first thought was like somebody that I trust big time. That I know he knows about the case. I asked about. Do you ever know about this? Seth using Alistair nickname, and the person said yes for years. So my first insight was like, well, I know he's like on this like, trying to be Indian thing going on right now. Is there any like a connection, like an Indian connection with the word Alistair? And there is, but it's like on like the 5th Google search page. It's like some weird tribe. There really isn't. It goes back to Greek and something else. Gaelic, yeah. So that's just what I thought, but I don't know. It is crazy. Look at these things.
Yeah, it's the same property as the business.
Yeah, I mean, he told me, but I was told that the Alistair War was a Star Wars thing, and there is some sort of emperor or something in Star Wars that's Alistair. Hold on, let me look. It's what the heck? General Star Wars, that's Alistair.
My bad.
Oh. Darth Vader versus Alistair. So I don't but I mean it all centers around the devil, right?
I guess I'm so lost with this Alistair stuff.
It's demonic, basically, right? Like, in my opinion, which is weird when you think about the quote unquote prayer that was said at the you know what I mean?
It's very weird. I definitely wanted to do this because I think Granny and Barbecue, for one, definitely should have at least be able to have their lawyers have access to a lot of the stuff that I'm not even saying on this. But it is crazy. Those are official police reports. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about the ICT stuff. I don't know if they can. 3, yeah. I don't know if they can get those, but I know the local and county they can give to the. I'm sure that a lawyer could probably get the other ones too, but it is crazy. There's a lot that I can't say that I wish I could, but I will say that man, the person needs truth out. So besides Barbecue and Granny, they're anybody. Take it, man. Take it. Google it. Do the research. It could lead to something. I don't know. It's weird. It shows a lot of. It shows exactly how they are. The meat and potatoes is. She gets in there. She's interested. She meets some creators. Pulls away because the planted evidence thing was weird too. That was with Julia, right, babe, and the CJ dude. So. Do you know about the CJ guy at Clue?
I met him.
Oh, you did meet him.
Yeah. When
he's like trying to be a search dude right now, right? Like a real SAR guy.
I don't know. I don't watch him.
That's the impression I got out of the conversation. But yeah, I don't know. It's crazy as hell, man. But it's all just because these hornballs, try to get with this lady. She pulls away. And all this shit happens. But there was a weird, interesting thing with CJ that I didn't say.
Did she meet them?
CJ, yeah. And the security thing, though. What was the security thing? I forget. There's so much with that call. Ask her about that.
Anymore. What?
Ask her what CJ said pertaining to security.
Wait, so she met with CJ?
Text message that used.
No. She's.
I needed to mute it. Wait, I can say what I want to say.
All right. Hold on. This is hard, man. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Y'all can hit the like while you're waiting. This is why panels are nice. Because you have to be.
All right. So you remembered all that. Then you go ahead and say it. I didn't remember all that. That's important. It says a lot. Just say the whole thing.
What did I say? Fuck. Dude, I've been trying to talk about this all fucking.
Just repeat the whole thing, Dave. All right, so I forgot this. Wife remembered it. My bad. Didn't mean to mute. Trying to protect people's privacy. What not to say, what to say. But this was interesting because the guy CJ said something weird to this woman. Go.
He got contacted by dog to join their team. He told her one day, "You'll never get to contact me. It was Dog Bounty Hunter. They want me to join the team because of my expertise in searching and diving and everything. And if I joined their team and helped them with searching and providing protection and security for like the church event and other things that have to do with Seth, they would then provide him protection and keep him safe from all the people on YouTube and stuff that are going to attack." Later on, realizing that just turned around and meant they wouldn't press charge or sue him in their lawsuit, and they would protect him from getting attacked by all the people on YouTube that they're going after.
She asked her if she put that in.
So he said that they basically to protect him.
You know,
it was a lie from the start. They played her, and it was his way of easing into that he is actually involved with them and their little goon squad, because he knew she was against those people but didn't really know enough about them to really judge and make a really like strong opinion towards it. So knowing that his passion for protecting and saving and searching and rescuing and diving, she's like, well, you know, if that's what you want to do and you want to join them, she's like, I don't know what you need protection for, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. And then it got crazy after that because she starts learning a bunch of crazy shit, and CJ just started getting reckless with things he was saying, and it was crazy.
Hold that thought.
I'm not.
So this is why I think it's important that Granny and Barbecue get in contact with the woman, because, man, that's it. I don't know if everything she just said is in a police report, but in there is a lot of all of this in the police report showing this happened a long time ago, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is in the beginning of the case, because when I was talking to her, she was saying, like, do you remember how everybody was on Seth's side in the beginning? People were against the Proud Boys, this and that. And I remember exactly that time frame and how she was explaining it. I remember, but this happened months ago, and I don't know when exactly all the reports in the last 2 weeks she did all those.
That's because that's when the phone got taken over.
Oh, I thought it was months ago. I take that back.
No, within the last 2 weeks, that's when it got crazy and all the shit's been going down and the hacking and intimidating threats.
So that's important for them to have for the court case, in my opinion. So I will.
C3, the first one was in October.
Could you imagine if she shared like a friggin' who knows? Could you just imagine? It's already, you know, it's that's important. I think they should have it, because these people are weird. And this is what they.
For Dog and Nick, and he was their confidential informant / investigator.
This is what they do, man.
Yeah.
CJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know much about this guy at all.
Security?
Yep. And a confidential informant / investigator for them.
Confidential informant. First off, CJ weighs like 100 pounds without the bedazzles on his jeans. Just saying.
He couldn't protect his separate team belt. What's he going to be security of?
I have no idea. The dude's a weirdo, though. That dude's a straight up a certified weirdo. I don't know the guy. I don't know him personally or nothing like that, but I've seen a lot of shit, a lot of his conversations, a lot of his text messages. That guy's a weirdo, man. I'm interested. I'm going to watch his channel, a couple of live streams. I just want to see how he presents himself, how he talks. I want to see what YouTube is versus I'm screen recording you. Here's a couple threats, and I'm going to do this to you. I want to this just for my own like curiosity. I want to see how that looks. But yeah, that guy is weird. T-Rev too.
He's really weird.
Was, another one with the weirdo. That guy is another weirdo. Dick pics and everything. Apparently has a baby cop, allegedly, hypothetically, and for educational purposes.
She thought it was like a child, like he was setting her up, sending baby porn.
That's bad.
It was like a tiny.
That's bad.
A tiny male in a tub.
Could you imagine? That's bad. Baby cock. But anyway. Lol, T-Rev.
I feel bad for his bitch.
Weirdo certified.
Pissed off all the time.
Oh, you're talking about little guy. It's a little guy.
It's like almost not a guy.
So T-Rev.
Oh my God! How did you see that? How did you see that picture? That's weird.
No. So T-Rev was trying to hit on this chick, whatever. She blocked the dude on a lot of shit on like some text free or some number that's not blocked, obviously. She gets a text, and because of everything going on, because of reports, because he's blocked, he's small talking this and that. She's talking back. She gets a cock shot, and the way that she explained it was go ahead, baby. This is how small
it was. A child. Like she thought it was a child sitting in a bathtub, and he was trying to send her child porn. And I was like, oh God, that's terrible. She's like, but it took her a minute, but then she realized it was like him. But it really was kind of like off-putting to see a person that small.
That's bad.
Oh my God.
Obviously, I can't show the screenshot. I'd love to.
Maybe.
Oh my God.
We'll see.
This was not on my fucking bingo card today.
I'm
Tina, you're lucky. You're lucky it's 2025 because I have exposed a baby cock on live before, and you're just lucky that I'm a little bit more safe nowadays because I would show the internet if I could. You're lucky.
Oh my God. Why would you send that?
Who knows? It's just crazy. It's long. It's a long.
Well,
it's a
clearly
long,
it's not.
Crazy, fucked up story. Fucked up story. And
she says she's still unsure if that dick belongs to a man or a child.
She's not interested like at all. She didn't contact the dude because she wants the fuck. She contacted certain creators she watched way back when she's following the case, and then you know how it is. You're a creator. You know how people reach out to us. You know what I'm saying? And there's some people that we talk to all the time. You know what I'm saying? But then you have like those really weird ass things that you get. You know what I'm saying? And then there's like the unsure emails and messages that you get. You know how it is. Like there's a trust level, like somebody that you kind of like you know how it goes. Like that's what happened here, but it went sour bad. because I don't know if these guys were trying to impress her or what it was, or just saying too much. But some of the shit is just outright illegal. Like, you cannot, let me tell you how dumb these people are. You cannot talk about planting evidence, right? And then get butthurt because the person that you were talking to about planting evidence, or whoever may be wanting to plant said evidence that you're talking about, that person that you're telling that to says that I'm not with this. This is not what I came here for. I think I'm going to go this way. Now you get mad, and then you threaten the person with recording phone calls and all this. Whoa, let's take a time out. You already did something illegal by planting evidence in an active Amber Alert, for one. And then everything happens, but you get an official police report with these type of things said in it. You follow me?
Yeah.
And it's a lot. It is a lot.
I don't understand it. There's been fuckery in this case from day one. You remember that lady who was out searching Carrie Foster, the one that was arrested at a school with a gun? She's not even supposed to be around children, I don't know, something. But she wasn't even legally allowed to search, but she got in trouble for being at the search. And what was she misdirecting people in the search?
And we go from
Damn.
that to intelligence agencies and cock shots.
No, pretty hate machine. That would be T-Rev. Hey, what you say about Julia? There were some things I forgot to say about Julia.
Well, I don't know what you said, what you want me to say. I don't know what
Just
the
ask
dog?
her.
The dog?
Yeah, the
lady?
dog lady. That lady, the Julia lady, from what I took out of it.
Well, what did you mention? The what? I don't know what part you're at. What you want me to say?
I just said planting evidence. I said the planting evidence part. Yeah, but I don't know the specifics. I think that's already been out there.
And said that she worked with law enforcement and would like to, sniff around his house with her dog. And he said, I don't mind if you do, but come back with law enforcement. He didn't want to allow her to do it on her own. And it's a good thing because had she gone in his house by herself, she would have allegedly planted pills in his bathroom and around the house. I didn't think Sebastian or in the bathroom in Sebastian's room, I believe. Allegedly.
Yeah, but the way that she explained the canine lady.
And she also found the other shit that was fake planted around that they were trying to use against them. Also, there's the clip of Dog saying him and Nick have.
I played it. I played that. Ask her if I'm missing anything on the Julia lady, because I don't know. I'm trying to recap a conversation, then I'm trying to present it, and then remember what to say and not. But what I could take from it is, to me, it felt like that canine nut case has some pull with that whole top brass of the Green Team. I don't know why, but it is like that because the lady goes to court with them. She, I don't know why, but I that's just the take I got out of it. She's always like, then people will always defend her. I mean, it's been known that she's a crock of shit liar, that whole thing is a scam grift, and they will defend it until like almost death. It's comical at some point, but why do they do that much? What's the point of going so hard for it? It's weird. There's some type of connection there. That's just what I think and what I got out of the conversation with this woman. I don't have there's no facts behind that, but it's weird. I'm from the Hive. Welcome. Guys, my bad on the comments. This has been hard, but I think I did a good job with the whole thing. Thank you. Shout out to Wifey for helping me with this. You too. I appreciate it.
I find it just, I don't know. I think my head always goes to, if you're not guilty of something, why allow all of this fuckery going on in your kid's case.
100% agree with you. It's
Like,
it's almost like
weird.
yes, you're right. It's when you watch it, it's like I speak to I speak to CP here and there, but he's never like been like, you know, here goes some dirt on Seth. He's more so the type of person that's going to be like, nah, don't be, you know, keep it about Sebastian. But on the other side of the coin, every second that this guy Seth has a little bit of airtime on, it is like, it's not just throw mud, it is destroy Chris and Katie. Like it's bad. And then it's came to the point lately where it's like, I can't just say it. I need a gang of green team to help me say it. Coffin Doofus, come on over.
Yeah.
He's gotten like so bitter, and so like you could just see it's overbearing, the amount of like, look over there, they did it. It's very weird. Either that guy is mentally obsessed with Katie so bad, or I can't call it either. I don't know, man. It's overwhelmingly like you just said. I can't call it. It's very weird. Very weird. But it just doesn't.
He was like that on he was like that on day 7. We met him completely by accident in that construction site, and literally he sat there along with that Karen lady that's always at the vigils and stuff, just talking about how Chris is so controlling, Katie's so negligent, et cetera, et cetera. And it's like, I mean, it was just wild. Like and it wasn't just him either, right? It was all of them. Like I've said this before on my show, like my mind was blown when I learned that Seth had just met that Karen woman after Sebastian went missing, because she talked to, like, she knew Chris and Katie personally. It was insane.
Yeah.
Right, Jay? I'm telling you, and you think he's bad on the internet. In person, I don't know. You just get a weird vibe. That's all I can say.
Is it way different off the, like I could tell you, like Betty in person is like, it's night and day. No. Betty on the internet it's completely different.
Well, I expected, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I expected to meet the guy that had been watching on the news, who was like sad and, you know, really out there looking for his kid and stuff. But like, we had to keep redirecting the conversation to Sebastian. He wanted to talk about how terrible Chris and Katie were.
It's weird, man. What do you think about this right here? This whole situation. You might have to rewatch it. What do you think about this whole thing?
The homestead interests me.
Yeah.
Since, you know, it's the one thing that won't really ever be clarified. You know what I mean?
The address run on that is very weird too. Yeah, it's Tallahassee. Has there ever been any talk about Florida or Tallahassee in the past?
Yeah.
There has been?
Yeah, in the beginning there was, if I'm not mistaken, that was the first rumored sighting of him was in Florida.
Really? I didn't even know that.
I don't know. I don't know if it was just a rumor or if it was a legit, like, people, you know, law enforcement actually got involved in it. So, you know, I don't know their details. I don't remember, but I do remember that was going around, that there was interest in a sighting in Florida or something.
Huh. Good memory. What's up, Cletus? I say, hey, yeah, elevated, man. This all happened. It fell in my lap, bro. I'm sorry. I was supposed to go to your Saturday night thing, man. We're gonna have to catch up and do it either later or next week. I saw him in here. Hope he hears that. But yeah, guys, this is crazy. I think that I'll go ahead and say it. This looks like this has got the beginning of this is pretty common sense. You got some creators who are bitter. They probably said too much or told this woman too much, and then when she did the 360 on them, It's an attack. And I mean, with the weird alt accounts and all that, this has got, how do I say, not bright. So a not bright way of with the weird shit. I mean, it was, what do you call one of those bunk links called? Not a hyperlink. What's it called when someone sends you a bad link? The broken link thing. Everything. I mean, this is like one of those. It's coordinated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's. I'm not saying they did it, but come on, people. Come on. And then the guy CJ's talking. He's like all excited about. That guy's very weird. Crazy.
He is. He's
I'm
strange.
telling you, the guy behind the scenes is all over the place. He's all bonered up about dog. He's all bonered up about not bright. He's all bonered up about the security thing, and he starts becoming like tough. Like, dude, you're a weenie boy. Act it. But now he starts acting like tough. Like it's and the shit that he did. It's crazy. It's crazy as hell. Somebody left a donation. $20 from Mrs. Poropat. I kept wondering why he kept saying, "I'll be your Huckleberry." It means I am the man you are looking for in the movie Tombstone.
Right.
Also a memoir by Val Kilmer, who is the Christian Science faith. Interesting. Very interesting.
I say I'm your Huckleberry all the time.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I don't know. It's a lot, man. What's up, Shell? It is a lot. It's I feel bad for this lady, but what I am happy about is she did do the right thing.
Yeah.
I mean, she went from local to Craddock, and then those ICT. I know those ICT things. IC3. I'm sorry, I keep saying that wrong thing. I know they work 100%. Me and wifey know a few YouTubers who've gotten arrested behind those complaint forms. Shout out to Pino. Pino has, so has Dom from the prison community. But those things work. The feds read those things. They look into them 100%. But she did it not only the right way, but on different levels or branches, if you will. You know what I'm saying? And and I'm leaving a lot of this out because I don't know how I could even try to present it. Maybe I will, but it's in the future. It's crazy, but these people are weird, man. It's one narrative only, man, and that's how it's always been. But this guy CJ, man, that's no good, y'all. If you're a supporter of mine, if you're an OG from the channel, and you guys support me, y'all know me. I'm telling you, man. What I'm telling you and not showing you is that dude shenanigans. Stay away. Bad. I didn't know who this guy was until this all fell on my lap. But I know a lot about him now. I haven't even watched one of his shows, but I know a lot about him.
You can go back and watch when he first got involved in Sebastian. I think it may have bbeen the first day he was here.
Did you know
we ran into him?
I know Kluminati was saying something like that. Did you guys know he was Dream Team back then or no?
At that time, he wasn't, right. He was just he was looking for Sebastian. I mean, and there was a lot of things that there was a lot of criticism about some of the shit he did and all that, and we could give him some level of grace. But then this whole At Night and Dog and Nick and Seth thing sort of happened, and he switched gears completely. He was one of the people that got a C&D.
Yeah, sure was.
So I saw that comment, but better if I'm glad you guys brought that up. I saw that comment. Could you ask her about that? Did he ever talk about that? Bring that up?
What?
Because someone earlier, they say that CJ Media, whatever, got a cease and desist.
Yeah, he put it in his live and on.
He did show it? He did show it?
Yeah.
Well, he didn't show. I don't know if he showed the paper, but he said this paper it's sent on is watermarked, and I had already got mine. And after he said that, fiance went and got my letter and looked at it, and sure as shit, it was watermarked.
Well, in the watermark, he said what it said was the same as what hers said.
Right.
And it's like, well, but I mean, you can't really get more legit than that without him actually showing it. So,
all right, I'm going to tell you what this woman, after all this that I've said and what I haven't said, shown and not shown, I'm going to tell you what her summary is about all this. Now, none of this, what I'm about to say now, is factual. This is an opinion which I actually happen to agree with. So listen to this, y'all. And I want you to take on it too, Clue. Just there's no like right or wrong answer from you, right? This you two, Cletus, whatever y'all think. So this woman, after all this, happens to think that this was all planned. Yep. And what I mean by that is we're going back to the beginning, like I said earlier in the live, where the majority of YouTube, the internet, Twitter, was, pro Seth Rogers, right? And bad Chris and bad Katie, right?
Mm-hmm.
She believes that this was all planned with the emphasis behind the RICO thing. Okay. She thinks that even the Trevor Lee guy, she thinks that was like a fake fallout thing, or overly done. She thinks that T-Rev, that was like a fake fight. Okay.
It was all planned out, so it looked like poor Seth. Everybody felt bad for Seth because of all the shit that happened the way it did.
Right. And they wanted, so back to the CJ guy and his whole security conversation. He knew that there was going to be this RICO coming out, and what stood out to me in conversation was what CJ told her was like, you'll be on the good side with everything that's coming. What does that mean? What side? In the beginning, I don't really think people were saying Dream Team and this and that. I don't know. Maybe it was. I don't think way back at the beginning. I think it came like as it was happening.
No, it didn't. Yeah, it didn't come about until Tony did.
Yeah. So what does this mean? Like, you'll be on the right side of things. Like, she thinks that even with the internet pro Seth at the time, that it was coordinated, right, with the RICO thing in play to generate many different things. So to push back on that, I say, well, wait a minute, with the whole T-Rev thing, right? How could that be fake? Because I believe that T-Rev was porking somebody was porking somebody's girlfriend, and wasn't there something about a gun?
Yep.
So she was like, yeah, that was said, but here's the thing. It always goes back to this. Poor Seth Rogers, victim with attached to drama, right? Mm-hmm. And in that situation, if we think about it, who's porking whose girlfriend?
Right. Yeah.
T-Rev took Seth's person.
That's how it was supposed to go down.
Right.
Yeah.
T-Rev allegedly porked Seth's lady friend.
It seems like it's more believable that it was made up, and Seth was never really with her. It was just the first stab at the poor Seth thing.
Yeah, and what's weird is, like, did you guys know Trevor Lee was running for office?
We had heard that, yeah.
There's a lot of political and politics tied into a lot of these people on the Green Team. I know you guys know that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they can call senators, I'm not saying they can call senators and they can call congressmen on speed dial or nothing like that. But there's definitely 100%. There's some political ties within media ties that I know for a fact with at least Betty, JLR, Nick, Hong.
Well,
and that's it right there.
I think, I did a little bit of research, just taking things on face value and reading what people had put out as their claims. And there's one intelligence agency that claims one of their main objectives when they engage is to destroy a narrative that's destroying somebody. It's something to that effect. You can read it on, on their page. And then I remembered some fat guy that likes to tweet a lot said something at one point that they had been involved since May. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on that. I may be crazy as hell, but I think I remember that because it's been one of those things I've been going down trains of thought with, and I'm like, I can absolutely see that what you're saying does kind of connect with that. That when if they got engaged in May, then all of this craziness started happening, and it's like I mean, maybe
Yeah.
y'all were engaged in May. Maybe this whole thing is orchestrated drama for, I mean, I'll call it like I see it. I think it's all orchestrated for money, personally.
That's what I said last night.
Yeah, that's where I was going with that. It's good to hear you guys' thought too, but
my biggest thing is I really don't think it has anything to do with Sebastian. I mean, I really don't. And I think that's the most unfortunate part is I'm not convinced that, Seth did this to divert from something he did. I'm just not. But I do find it is suspicious, right? Because it does beg the question, if that's what you've done, why would any rational, sane person with a missing kid join in with something like that or engage something like that? But I don't know.
If you have a conspiracy brain like I do.
It's very strange. It's very strange. I don't know if I've got a cease and desist. I don't remember that.
He did. Him and Michaela. It was so. From what I recall, CJ was the first one to talk about it. Clue showed hers. Michaela and T-Rev got them. And then I think the PIs that Seth had hired got them, if I'm not mistaken.
That's true about Dog, Kathy. Yeah, it's weird. Oh, yeah, it's just weird. There's a lot of I don't know, if you really break it down, and where I was going with the Trevor Lee thing, and if you break
tell the story two completely different ways.
Yeah.
Both ways make sense, but mine makes sense in a complete different way than yours does.
Yeah. If you break it down and you look at it and you look at these like fallouts and stuff, it's all very interesting. I don't know, maybe it's for a different live. I don't want to confuse it with this one. I don't mind doing a conspiracy hour or something like that. There's nothing wrong with that.
I used to do that all the time. I always had conspiracy.
On this one, I don't want to get the message messed up because this lady did get. There was definitely an orchestrated attack on her. I don't know how many people were involved in it, but I mean, everything, baby cocks from weird guys that name Alistair from fucking all types of Florida number. It's all a bunch of weird shit.
How about they cloned her phone number and multiple times a day she received a call from her own cell phone number?
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
And didn't Tony say he knows how to do something like that?
What was interesting, a lot of her conversation to us, I remember Tony saying specifically a few times that he's got an IT guy and he's got these IP addresses and this and that, and he talks tech like frequently. I don't know if he's just making it seem like he's got somebody or he's saying the quiet part out loud. I don't know. But yeah.
Do you think that picture on the screen is showing Nick controlling Hong with that controller in his hand?
Listen, that is a very good. That's a very good call. Listen, man, I happen to believe that this is husband and wife on screen. Oh. I really do. I mean, I really do. What's weird is like I've never seen dude in person. I see these toilet bowl jokes that are so corny. These retarded avocado meme jokes, and I know that he tries to like pick at weight and stuff. Like, talk about the pot calling the kettle. What the frig? This guy has no room to talk about anything. It is. I've never seen this. So once I get to these profiles, I'm peeping around looking. It is very weird. Did you guys see that picture where Hong is feeding his friend?
No, we missed out on that one.
Oh my god, dude! What's that movie where the spaghetti, the cartoon movie,
Lady and the Tramp.
It's like a Lady and the Tramp moment. I'm gonna try to find it. It's fucking weird. It's extremely weird. Like I can't, I think they're porking. It's just my conspiracy. But and I base it upon you have your entire personal profile, all of them, with pictures and videos of me, and I'll do the same for you. Come on, man. That's like some main squeeze type shit. It is weird, man. I'm on the wrong fucking thing. Let me show you this to you. If you haven't seen this, let me give you a quick, let's just take a quick look, see at this again. You did see this, right? This is all her. This is her with dates, Craddock. Did you see the ICT things and the local one?
Yeah. And Clue said she saw the picture that you're talking about, but I must have been doing something and missed that one.
I hope I can find it fast because it's crazy, dude. Like, it's just weird. I think it's, I know it's at here. Here we go. So just look at this, dude. Just tell me what you think. Could they be joking? I guess, but I don't know, man. I don't know. All right. It's way down here at the bottom. I'll drop this in chat, guys. Have a look. Get some screenshots for your Twitter wars. Make some memes. You're gonna need that one for your memes, absolutely. With those arms, those little stubs. You're gonna need power up. Get your digs ready. This is golden right here. Golden. I mean, did you guys see the video? Okay, please, real talk. The drag show. Come on, Cletus. He's got the drag on there. Drag show.
Nick? Is that Nick?
Could be. It might be him when he worked at that one place. That is Nick. So he's got the drag guy on there, Cletus. Now, wait for it. He plays Pokemon. Who does that? But that's nothing. I mean, Pokemon technically could be gay, but let's go back down here to.
He used to be fat.
New World Sound. Where's it at? Look how weird this one is with the red hair.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's on. I'm getting to it. Hold on. He posted. He has a lot of shit on this one. Here it is right here, dude. Dude, look at this, bro. Look. Give me your honest opinion. So on photo number 1, you have Large and in Charge and Bromance. Now Bromance and Large and in Charge decide to snag a photo of a quick Lady and the Tramp moment. Come on, dude.
Maybe that's how he earned his $1,000 shoes. You never know.
It's very, very possible. It's very possible. Is this a video I haven't seen? I don't know what that is. Yeah, this is weird. But all these let me show this one too real fast. All these profiles, these accounts with at night at least, they all link back to all this weird shit. And then as I'm Googling the weird companies and all the weird ties is how I accidentally found a personal Nick the Hat Facebook it's not even used anymore. It's called like Nick T.S. Hats. He's got like a middle name or whatever. Yeah, what is this though right here? Here's a picture of him. He tags his location on Instagram. It's the Philadelphia Museum of Art, and he says just took the news van to the # Arts Science Museum.
Yeah, that's
now.
his That's his parents' van. They own that company.
Ion South Florida. That is like you know how I know about this? They're always do the this is the news that there's a hurricane stuff, right?
Is it?
I don't know.
Dave,
I've
Ion
seen-
South
See,
Florida.
I thought it was a news network. Like, it's basically a company where you can get cable.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Let's Google it so we can just maybe. So ionsouthflorida.com is what it says at the bottom there. Yeah. Yep. Hold on. Let's have a look see at this. So this is weird.
Sorry.
It should be out of if I'm thinking right, it should be out of Palm Beach, Florida, Palm Beach County.
If I remember, there's several locations for it, but yeah, one of them is Florida. And I forget if there was one out of Philadelphia or maybe it was New York or Pittsburgh, but I remember looking at this.
There's one in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I knew there was somewhere close by.
Really? There's one in Pennsylvania?
I think so. Don't quote me on that, but it's been a minute since I looked that up. But yeah,
we're about to check it out right now.
Philadelphia is what barbecue
there we
said.
go. Yep.
All right, let's check this out. I just Googled it. Let's check it out. Let's break this down real fast. So let's have a quick look. See, Ion South Florida. Where the hell's that?
And when you were talking about the politics connections and stuff, that's what I got squirreled off going into everything that they claim to do, and that was where I was getting to, was that it all kind of fits in with what a lot of politicians do, right? They'll hire companies to paint narratives and push narratives and things like that, and it was just real interesting.
Yeah, there's a couple people that know. There's a couple people I'm cool with that used to know. There's somebody I'm cool with that used to work with Nick. And fuck it, I'll tell you. Nerdy Addict used to work with him. Okay. Now, Nerdy Addict also knows Betty, JLR, and all them, you know, from before True Crime YouTube. There's just a lot of information out there, man, if people are willing to take it in. And there's a lot of connections. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, no, it ain't hard to find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, yeah. So let's look at this. I'll what does it say? Ion South Florida. This is on the van, right?
Yep.
What the hell is this? What's the About Us team, our services? What is this? TV studio production, radio studio, infomercials. Our team, About Us. So it's like another one of those. They get into these like weird production places.
Yeah.
But they make it like they're like this massive media people, and they're not. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. I read all about this because I was just like, going down a rabbit hole one day, and I'm like, what is all this?
So they have Ion South Florida, California, Chicago, DC, Vegas, New York, West Virginia. Where'd it go? Where's that? What was that? Channels right here. Come on, man. I don't know. I didn't see Pennsylvania on there. But I don't know. It's crazy, man. 30-second spot. This is like use our network to expand your client base. So it's like a networking situation.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And the other little media things, it was basically the same thing. Did you guys know he's on Newsbreak, Nick?
No.
What is that?
Oh, man. Like your app on your phone. I don't know what type of phone you have, but those news alerts you get, those Newsbreak.
Yep.
He's all over. Yeah, then he has Linktree and all types of stuff. It's not hard to follow all his links, but they're all weird. But all these places, like he's built himself like a resume that's sounds good. It like this place here, you know, if you didn't specifically go Google it and look into it, he could tell you that he was the, you know, the senior content creator over there making, you know, sitcoms and everything else, when in fact it's just like a networking agency. But that's what he does with all these like bobo little like places that he works for. It's fucking, it's all weird. It's all weird. It's all links to the next one. This one links to this one. This one links to this one, and they end up in fucking Vietnam, I believe it was. Weird.
Yeah,
no,
right. It's wild.
It is wild. It's wild as hell. But is it legal though? So here's a question. How? I mean, I don't know this, right? But what I was thinking is if I claim myself to be an intelligence agency, right?
Yep.
Let's just pretend that there's no Google, and let's pretend that you can be on active parole, and let's pretend that you can just start up these intelligence agencies or whatever it is. We don't even have to pretend. We can just say business-wise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially with Trump in there, tariffs and everything else he's doing. This is what everything links back to. This address right here, which if you look around, I'll spin it around. This is not the United States of America. So how are all these businesses essentially linked back to here? How is that even like practical or legal? I mean, maybe you could do it. I don't know. Can you? Fucking weird. International cyber. I'm telling you, this is weird. Now, the intelligence agency thing, how would that work? Like our CIA does not, you know, they're not headquartered out of fucking Vietnam. If they were, we'd all be fucked. But
yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Like, is this legal? It's very strange. I'm not done with the wormhole. I'm gonna keep snooping around in Vietnam, but I'm gonna try to crack it. Very interesting. Anybody who watches this, anybody in the chat, y'all take them links I dropped, go for it. But I'll warn you, it's a very deep wormhole. But
at the bottom you find $1,000 pair of shoes. I'm just letting you know. Spoiler alert.
Bear in mind, they're not that attractive, but
yeah, they may have an umbrella thing, licensed agents. That could be true. I don't know. Didn't they rent a mailbox? Yes, that's true. You're talking about what SF said. So they use that address, that cyber mailbox in New York for the not right.
Or the World Trade Center.
Yeah. So I don't know if they're LLCs. What I think what this might be, some of this, I don't think these are all businesses. I think a lot of this these are websites that are created. So they're creating websites to make it look like it was a business. And under this bogus website, not a business, they're creating some generic business name that has something to do with media or something to do with content within the business name. And then within this fake website with the fake name, they advance themselves and up their resume at this fake business on this website that they're the senior this or the head this or they're the main this. Because if you look at all of his profiles, Hong or Nick, it's always like they're the like this high up thing. And look, I've had a lot of jobs, but I wasn't like the bomb diggity at every single one. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how they make it. Yeah. So I think this is they're, I don't know. Like, does that make sense? Like it's websites that they're using?
Yeah,
as a business.
Basically,
they
like LARPing.
yes, yes. I think that's what this is.
I do too.
Chat makes sense, chat. I don't know. It's confusing.
No, it's to me it feels like a very thoroughly and it seems like a lark done by two grown men that live in somebody's mama's basement. That's
That
what
are
it seems
porking,
like to me.
that allegedly and hypothetically and for educational purposes, they might be porking each other, my opinion. But why would you waste the money to file an LLC for these things, right? Or any of this? And
I mean, it's not that expensive
No, and you can file them in a lot of places. You
in
can
the
file
state.
you can file them in the county.
Yeah.
oh yeah, what's
Yep.
the LLC? $40, $200?
Here it's 10.
Oh really? So I guess it differs, huh? I don't know, man. It's
Is
weird.
it
It's
10
definitely
or
wormhole.
I think it might be 30.
Maybe here, yeah, I forget.
This is what scammers overseas do. And where'd that comment go? Does because it looks legit. They use PO boxes at U.S. businesses or business addresses to scam people. Baiters catch it all the time. Yes, and
Yep.
remember the address with the Florida phone number in Tallahassee that was asking for a Chris. It's got all these weird businesses that are not open. Then it has a business that had a water scam, babe. What was it?
The
scam?
water company.
That's two almost identical, man. I don't know though. It's crazy as hell. Crazy as hell. I have no
agree
idea.
with that. I agree with Pretty Hate Machine. They want to be in showbiz.
That is true. That is true. And politics. And another thing that shows how fake these guys are, on one of those profiles I was showing at the beginning of this, I think it was one of Nick's I forget. It was one of their fake businesses or whatever. They're promoting all these like Democrat politicians. But over on Twitter, they're all pro-Trump. They're going to get Dog the Bounty Hunter and then they say they worked with Trump. That was Ernie's show. They're trying to, you guys know what they're doing. It's all weird, but it's so fake and it's weird. It's weirdo internet shit, man. Is what it is.
The
it's
internet
like
is a weird place.
It is. Like last night, I was like, all right, it's been too much internet for today. I got to turn it off. Because I was all the way in fucking Vietnam playing with the maps. I'm like, what is this? And then you ever try like Googling an address? Holy shit. It was crazy as hell. So the address they have over there, here's another weird thing. That address I just showed where I turned the thing around. It doesn't, if you Google my house address, it's gonna show, well, not anymore because I know how to blur the image. If you Google somebody's house, it'll show you the front picture of their house, right? Maybe there's a car in the driveway or something, right? That's what it does for everything. If you Google a business, it's going to show you the front parking lot picture of the business. With this business, it put me like at the intersection stop sign type thing. I'm facing a business, but it's not the normal view, right? It's fucking weird. And I know this because when I use satellite view, I satellite viewed and zoomed in to the pinpointed address, and I wasn't at a business itself.
Yeah,
it's strange, man. These are weirdos.
Did you see a stack of keyed mailboxes there? Because I hear they have a habit of doing that.
You know what I think it is one of those it's like a little moped rental box thing.
Oh,
is what I think it might be. Like here in Tampa, we have like you can walk and get an Uber scooter. You don't call it, you just go there and go to your Uber app and you can jump on the scooter and take it and bring it back. They have Uber scooters, I mean, I don't know what they got in Vietnam, but there's a whole bunch of scooters out there. I think that might be what it is. I don't know. It's crazy.
Well, I can tell you this. Everyone in hats to fat suits or whatever family really sucks at litigation.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yep, everybody. Yep, you're absolutely right.
And his mom, if I'm not mistaken, was incarcerated for
Some stuff.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. 100%.
I didn't know that. Is it
They are-
wild?
Oh yeah.
Man, if you get a chance, if you guys can remember, maybe shoot a Twitter DM. I would love to have a look see at that. Not for screen share, but just for myself. I would love to have a look see at that.
Oh, trust me, it's definitely something you could have fun with on Twitter.
Yeah, I think I will. If you remember, shoot it. I would like to look at that because that's interesting.
It's not fraud. It's yeah. I went over it on my live. I don't know why you're like all sketchy about it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I
Is it like something sexual, like some sexual stuff?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
It involves substances and,
Brillo pads.
copper
and-
Brillo pads and shit like that,
So I will tell you another interesting thing that I found as I'm doing this thing. When it comes to Hong, on like the fifth Google page, on the fifth, you know how when you Google something, if you're on the top, the first page, the first business, you hit the lotto, right? So on like the fifth page, there's like a small claims thing going on there, and that's interesting because he's getting sued. I think it was $1,800, but it's who's suing him and the services that he didn't do was interesting. I'll send it to you when you guys send that. It's interesting. I'm
Okay.
actually not even. I'm not gonna say it live. I'm gonna wait on that because that'll hurt his soul. But keep making those toilet bowl memes and those avocado memes, and keep fucking making those memes to me, man. I'm gonna spray you, dude. I told you not to fuck around, and now you're gonna find out.
I mean,
Nick,
it's so weird. Like I struggle so bad to like literally accept that these are grown fucking people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Just
Do you think,
yeah, I get.
Do you think right before they took the picture of Nick controlling Nick with his controller of Hong that maybe he was using him to control him to kiss him in the bushes they were standing in front of? Because he looked really happy. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I should put that back on the screen. It's possible. There are some very questionable pictures of them together, and no women like on. Now I gotta be fair. Like either profile, these are like single guys, and no women at all, just each other. Very very weird. Except for the other guy, that there's that lady in the tramp moment, but very strange, man. It's on my profile, that picture. But this guy, I couldn't believe it when I saw the picture from court, and I'm like, okay, he has cankles. We'll run with that. And I made a couple memes about it. But then when I saw him standing up next to this guy, I'm like, what is he talking about anybody for? This guy right here, look at it. You could just tell he sits on the computer all day. This is I was cracking up last night. I'm like, I had hit fucking lotto. I'll show you something. There's actually a video, y'all. Let me show you this real fast before we go. This is fucking comical. You get to see a close in on this guy. I want to say a lot of stuff right now, but because of YouTube, I don't want to get banned. But look at this guy's. Just take this whole clip in. This is really what Hong looks like. This is really comical.
I thought he looked smaller in that picture than he did at the courthouse. Honestly.
So this is this is here it is right here. I meant to go here anyhow. I didn't show this. This is interesting. So on this is One World. This is on the One World thing. When you check it out, where's the Gabby Petito stuff? It's got to be down here. I don't know. I thought it was, but where's that damn thing at? I want to go to Hong, and then I think I gotta go to tags, and then it should be here. Tagged. It's him and here it is. This video here. Look at him. Just take this in. I can't believe this guy's talking about it. How do I make this bigger? Look at this. Look at this goofball. I don't know. I could ride him for days. It's crazy telling him this. I went down a wormhole last night. But there is what I did want to show you guys is there's a picture of JLR on one of their bunk businesses and whatever, and it's the Cali Petito stuff, and he's tagging them and he says JLR works for him. I thought that was interesting because I already know there's a connection and all this. I've been preaching it for a long time, but I could finally show, but I forget which one of those it's at. There's so much shit I sent them.
The Young Constituents site actually shows that. Yeah.
Thank you, Sherry, for becoming a member. I appreciate all new members. I haven't seen that one yet. The Young Constituents one.
Yeah. I think it was YC.news or something like that. You can see all of that. Yeah, that's a whole nother rabbit hole.
Yeah, I haven't seen them all. But like I said, I started off on his Facebook has One World linked in it, and One World brought me over here, and then it just brought me everywhere, and it was wild. It reminded me exactly like she was saying, that woman who got harassed with this building in Tallahassee that kept calling her, asking for Chris, and then all that weird shit happened. This Alistair person, all strange, all weird. I can't say that I'm surprised about the whole situation, but it's just weird. The whole thing has been weird for a long time, and it's just like I don't really get surprised anymore. It's almost to be expected. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I agree.
It really is. But all right, I'm gonna jump off here. I appreciate you coming out here and telling me that Alistair stuff. I didn't even know that. The woman actually told me that you did a live on it. I guess broke all that down. When did you do that?
It would have been the night of the Lore Lodge before Seth and them went on there.
It was the one with SF. Yeah, the night.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll email you that court document.
For sure, that'd be awesome.
All right. Bye.
All right, y'all be easy, man. Thank you again. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah. Bye.
Later. Take a couple comments, guys. I'll probably jump off. Appreciate Clue for jumping up. I didn't even know that, but my ex said you would have to key. 3 hours goes like that. It's like a time machine in here. I looked down like halfway through this live, and bless her heart and all, but somebody was like, "Hey, I'm coming in late. Can somebody give me a quick snap?" I'm like, "Hell no!" This is a hard live to do. Also, guys, I'm glad I didn't do it last night because I would have rushed it. And I hope I presented this well. That's why I like to have wifey with me.
Yeah, when I had to go to the store and you were not thrilled.
Yeah, I thought you'd be back in time. But if you're watching this in the replay or whatever, this is why when I started this live, I give you guys a process of how I like to vet somebody if they reach out to us. And the journey that I went after this phone call happened. And you got to keep in mind, even if you think I did a shitty job at presenting this, that's okay. That's how you feel. It's fine too. You got to keep in mind that
there's too much information. It's hard to make it make sense if you don't think about a certain way.
Yes, as well as there's certain things like I can't say. So it's weird because there comes a point where like you have receipts. You've had a massive long conversation with this person. You know that you're going to do a live, but there's things that you should not say, or that you've given your word not to say.
But those things make more
sense. Those things make it make more sense, validate some things, bring other points all the way in. But listen, I like to keep it where people can trust White Boy. They know that I'm not going to spray them, put them out there, protect their privacy, and I got to have that reputation, and I always will. So, man, if you're watching this, just know that that's what's going on sometimes doing all this. You know what I'm saying? It's not the easiest thing to do, guys. Trust me. You know what I mean? Incels, Granny's watching says. Granny, I will already reached out to is that an old comment? If she's still in here. She's still in here? I already somebody says, holy crap. Thank you, Full Deck. I appreciate that. My comments are tripping. I already reached out to Barbecue Lady because I'm going to get her in contact, and I would assume, I'm sure Barbecue will get you what you need to know. That's a promise. So that will happen. I hope you guys can take what this lady has told law enforcement. I hope you guys can take that directly to court. But I don't know about these guys being lovers or not. I think it's my opinion, and I'm fine to have it. In an LGBT community and world that we live in, it's just my opinion. But that is what I think after viewing all this. And I am going to keep snooping. I don't like the Bill Cosby stuff. You guys know how I feel. It's all weird. And what's really weird is, like, we can do this live. We all can talk about this. We all can know the facts. But how the internet is weird to me is I'll go on Twitter and somebody will argue with me, right? Like pro for these weirdos. Like, that's fine. That's fine. I get it. You're green team and you love Seth. Terrific, right? Terrific. But, like, you're like dismissing so much information. It's crazy. You know, like, I know that you person arguing with me in real life, you really don't like and think, I know in real life you think it's weird with the prostitute stuff. I know in real life you think it's weird about the Bill Cosby stuff. I know in real life it's these people are weird to you, but it just so happens to be that they're on your side, so you bypass it, and that's cool. That is weird to me. I'm not fake. I'm never going to change for the internet. If it's weird to me, it's always weird, and it's weird to me. But that is a situation I always have to encounter on X, on Twitter, arguing with people, and you just can't drive it home to some people, or they'll read your comment and completely ignore it, and you have to ask yourself why. Yes, OG. We've done parodies about it. We've done a lot of stuff about it. I heard that woman that helps Seth runs a business taking care of children. I don't know about that. Thank you. Exactly, Full Deck. Exactly. What's up, Kels? What's up, Written in the Stars? I appreciate my mods. Yeah, this is interesting too, because what's up, Flight Nurse? Yeah, Claire. Thank you for that, Claire. Thank you for that. You get it. You get it. Listen, if you're on Twitter, somebody today was like, "Hey, could you block me on? Can you unblock me on YouTube? Because we follow each other on Twitter." If that's you, then just say something, man. If you're blocked or something, just say something. Also, lastly, man, there are some mods that you're getting fired. There's some mods that I'm fully firing. Now, the good news, there's nobody in my chat now, but there's some mods, man. I don't even see these people. Like, I don't even know where you are. I need an email from you, and you have to let me know 5 things that you did last week, or I'm taking your wrench, because that's what Elon did. Because here's the thing, no, it's a wrench. It's very serious. I pay him a lot of money. If you're not even going to pop around anymore, then I have to go unblock people that. How do I know that you're like sitting back in the bushes and sniping people? You're sniping. You're just blocking everybody.
Because it'll say that person's name blocked or sniped somebody, and
in live, yeah. But a moderator can block somebody on a video. And I happen to be a channel that uploads a lot of videos rather than versus going live. Who is it? I don't see. Yeah, me too. I don't see. What's up, Cuffed Clue? Lol, stupid.
Yeah, I'm stupid. I love you.
Yeah, but for real, like I upload a lot of videos, and I don't know who's sniping all these people, man. Look, here's what the deal is, right? I like to give wrenches out to people who I like, who leave a lot of comments, who are supporting the channel. You don't have to you don't have to drop a whole bunch of donations to get a wrench or do all the stuff. I just give it out, right? To people who are supportive, right?
You've always just been giving it out.
Yeah. Gave too many out, I think. So I'm taking them back. They're mine anyhow. So and there's people in the chat now that don't have a wrench that I want to give a wrench. But I don't want 1,000 million wrenches out there. But the thing is this, there's somebody who I always retweet their stuff on Twitter, and they're asking me to unblock them. Okay, no problem. But I gotta go log in here, go to the settings, and the block list is like thicker than the Bible. So it's hard for me to find one freaking name. So it's not a big deal, end of the world. But if people are not going to be in here, you don't get to be able to snipe either. Because I think there's some sniping going on. So we're shutting down the sniping. And that's just how it's happening. Yeah, you missed an interesting one tonight, bro. An interesting one. It's a very long live, but we exposed an organized crazy campaign on this woman we talked to. And trying to figure some other stuff out. Very crazy. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. We've been on here over 3 hours. That's way too long for me. Like I said, I hope I presented this good. And there may be a part 2 to this. Unsure. Just I hope there's some things you learned about it. You got to be careful, man. This all happened because of at the end of the day, this live, we're at 3 hours and 19 minutes here. At the end of the day, this whole live is about somebody who has a good heart that wanted to help get involved with a case that they saw on YouTube. They want to get involved, help, right? All this happened behind that. That is crazy as hell to hear at the end, and the things that I haven't said. But I don't want to keep repeating myself. It is what it is. And lastly, no negative comments to the whistleblowers or anybody who comes up to the channel and says stuff. Did bring receipts. You can't be taking digs at the whistleblowers. We're just not having it. No problem. Are you nuts? I appreciate you guys being here. There was like over 1,000 people at one point. I looked down. Was there?
I just didn't have you on in the store.
There was a lot of people. I looked down. It was like 1,000 people before Cleveland. I was like, holy shit, there's a lot of people here. Why would I don't get that many? But barbecue lady, I'm gonna get off. I have some things to do. I will get you the info for you, and good luck.
Got movies and stuff
Yeah.
we have plans for tonight, remember? So wrap it up, Buster.
Yeah, you heard.
I remember something about going to the water that you said.
I appreciate it. I appreciate all love on the good live. Thank you guys for that. It means a lot. It means a lot. Shelby, no, I'm not. Listen, I'm not talking about you, and I'm not talking about any of my mods that are in here. I'm not talking about you guys. But there are some people I would like to give wrenches to and stuff. Yes, Matt. When I looked, it was 982. So that's cool. Be careful out here on these YouTube streets, guys. Be careful. Be careful. And if you learn anything from this live, don't hit random links. Don't hit those links. If you get an email and you're unsure of something, don't hit the link. That is something that can really be a big problem for you. Don't hit broken links, or if you're unsure of the link and you don't know who sent this to you and you click it, don't download things that you don't want to download, or apps that you don't want to download. There's a scam out there.
That she had no reason
to,
be concerned about this person.
There's a scam out there where there's a download. It wants you to download stuff, and once you download this thing, you're given permission to the scammers over your phone, your device. As a creator, people are always trying to scam me. I get all types of emails from people want to do affiliate deals and all this branding shit, right? I'm not going to try to sell you guys anything like that, for one. At some point, I'll have like a line of merch, and I might say something or push that. If anything, become a member. That's what I love to push. It's cheap. Become a member. But I'm not doing all these weird things, or you'll never see me, doing the ad reads, maybe one day, but not for a long time. But it's like these weird branding deals, and it's all scam shit. If you get one of these emails that wants you to download something, or click a link, check who the email's from. Hit that little triangle that shows you the address name. And I guarantee you it's going to look like this. I guarantee you whoever's telling you to click the link or do all the shit, it's going to be some weird name that you really don't recognize, right? It'll probably look like something like this. So don't do it. But that's it, man. I do want to jump off. It's been long. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Private chat. Oh yeah, I don't know, because I don't want to take the subject off of what happened with this lady. Holy crap! I'm just seeing this now. What the frig? Great live, white boy. I'm 45 minutes behind. Is Terry Lynn this whistleblower? No.
No, but she's involved with the conspiracy.
Damn, I missed a lot of super chats and stuff. All right, man. I'm gonna jump off here, guys. It's been long. Y'all be safe, man. Be smart on these YouTube streets. Thank you, man. If you become a member, I really appreciate it. As far as the if you showed support, I appreciate it too. Really do. But I'm gonna jump off, guys. Be safe, man. Be safe. It's late. I got wifey. We got some stuff to do. I'll catch y'all soon. What's up, guys? Hope you enjoyed the video. Do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe to my clip channel at White Boy Radio Clips, and in the description box is the link to be a member. Become a member if you can. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Stay safe, stay smart. Peace.